for free.
$10,000. Join us at Rockin' Brews or stream the show live on Facebook and YouTube.
3-camera shoot
at AM 570 LA Sports. Now, here they are, joined by the people. Petros Papadakis and Matt Money Smith.
Solo voy con mi pena, sola va mi condena.
Órale!
Correré mi destino.
Abandon yourself to destiny.
Gong it out big. Petros and Money live in El Segundo. Oh, we are at the Rockin' Brews. We are on the corner of Main and Franklin. This is the beginning of a 3-hour sojourn for the third stop of the 10th annual PMS Summer Tour. We have got many prizes that will be given away right here on site, including this beautiful 65-inch 4K Ultra HD Smart TV with HDR and Roku. Is anybody here blind?
Is there a blind man? No, you can see.
We would love to award it to you if you are blind. That will be giving away a host of other prizes, P.
And for the deaf.
For the deaf, the Travis Matthew bump box will be given away.
We got that to give away. Well. I mean, since you started, Matt, we're here at the Rockin' Brews in beautiful El Segundo. The Petros and Money Summer Tour is popping off, and we do have, since you're here and some of you are standing around waiting for a drink, please be patient. I'm sure that there's a van of bartenders headed here right now.
We will adjust.
A windowless van of bartenders with their martini shakers in their pockets like 6 guns, headed here now as we speak. I have no doubt in my mind. I'm not going to wrap somebody.
Barkeep.
You don't have to wrap anybody on the beard around here to get some respect. However, some of you are loitering around. You do need raffle tickets for the prizes we have to give away, including the Westinghouse TV, preferably for a sightless person,
right?
And for the deaf.
The bump box.
What else do we got?
Well, we have the bump box. We are giving away dugout seats.
Yeah!
The Cincinnati Reds are in town. Most exciting rookie we've seen in decades. Ellie De La Cruz is here with the Reds. We will have dugout seats to give away for the Sunday contest. We have the trip to Las Vegas, a 2-night stay at an MGM Resorts destination, plus food and beverage credits.
MGM Naked City. MGM Naked City is by far their best.
That's your favorite.
A lot of people like the Mandalay Bay, but MGM Naked City is pretty sweet.
I prefer the Luxor. Visit MGMResorts.com today to plan your Dream Vegas getaway to your favorite MGM Rewards destination. Do we have confirmation on Lauren and the Chef Merito Spice Basket?
Okay, no, but there's a $10,000 grand prize
well,
at
there's
the
that
end.
Then. No spices in a basket, but $10,000 cash to be yours.
That'll get you all the tea in China, right?
Exactly right.
$10,000. So we appreciate you guys being here. It is a Frogman Friday on the Petros and Money Show. We're so close to the polluted ocean.
Frogman.
At sea,
Frogman.
I learned how little a person needs, not how much.
Yo, we them boys from the N. A-V-Y, better known as Frogmen.
Frogman.
On a Frogman Friday, we celebrate the sea, the Pacific Ocean, all of its dangers, the giant trench between here and Catalina Island, the lifeguards and the Coast Guard and the people that protect us from the terrible sea and its wrath. We also celebrate the one and only Mike Nielsen, played by Lloyd Bridges some 50-plus years ago, and a great television show about undersea adventure. You know all about it, ma'am. Sea Hunt.
I don't like it, Mike.
I don't like it.
I don't like it, Mike. Want one more?
I don't like it, Mike.
Have you found the manganese? I think so, but there are many sharks here. Oh. Well, I can always tell when they're getting a little too curious. You have been in the water with the sharks before? Oh, yeah, lots of times. So far, no skies.
Who do we got, Ronnie?
What are you, nuts?
All right.
We got to get that stuff to Florida. Do you know what that's like these days? You've got the freaking Navy everywhere. You got frogmen.
Frogmen?
You got EC2s with the satellite tracking stuff. You got the freaking Bell 209 assault choppers up the ass. We are losing 1 out of every 9 loads. No duck walk anymore. Let me tell you. Forget about money. What do you suggest that is reasonable?
This is usually the point on a Friday show where Matt and I are doing a remote that people realize that they showed up to watch a radio show.
That's the truth.
I know that a few
unbelievable radio show.
I saw in your faces,
Unbelievable.
like, wow, that's really the whole Frogman thing.
There's no pyro, huh?
That I usually listen to on the radio, and I'm surrounded by,
great sports talk.
The interior of my Subaru.
Good.
All right, see you later. What have I done?
A terrible mistake.
I tried to park. I see some of you UCLA types here, and we say this, that Ellie De La Cruz is not the only Cincinnati legend in town.
That's the truth. It's a Cincinnati-themed show as Mick Cronin is going to be joining us in our very next segment. He's coming in hot. 3:20 to the top of the hour. We celebrate one of our absolute favorites. Mick Cronin will join us.
How do you know that?
Because you're on the schedule. That's how we know it.
Look, we know it because... you UCLA people trusted us, right?
Petros and Money, the best show in town.
You heard that Mick Cronin was coming here and you put on your stuff.
Terrible.
And you showed up. And we appreciate that. But the reason I know that Mick Cronin's showing up is because I saw the UCLA PR guy. And I got to say, for PR guys...
He's a good-looking dude.
Oh!
Hey, good-looking guy. Nice head of hair.
He has got a beautiful salad on his skull.
Well, you got a TV, buddy?
I mean, they got nice salads available here at Rockin' Brews, but this guy has beautiful hair, and he is here. And conversely, Tio Pelon, Mick Cronin, is... Are
you asking a question there, Ben?
No, I'm just pointing out the difference between the PR guy with his flowing locks and Mick Cronin's sphere baldness. That's all.
We appreciate the effort. Mick drove all the way to Rockin' Brews Buena Park about 2 weeks after he was hired to one of our tour stops. It was 2.5 hours on the way down on a Friday afternoon, 2 hours back. He hung out for an hour with the people. He's one of our absolute favorites, a hero of ours, and we cannot be more excited about him joining us in the very next. That's right. Round of applause for Mick, a man of the people.
And the miracle is that even though Buena Park is twice as far, it's going to take him twice as long
to come 405 South for like 5 miles.
Just to get 5, 6, 7 miles down the 405 South past Culver and here to beautiful El Segundo, California. I tell you, we're grateful to be here, but most importantly, there's been a Dodger trade. There's breaking news, so Vassey, we were going to eschew Vassey, but he is going to join us.
He will join us toward the back end just in case anything else major happens between now and Dodgers on Deck, which will be broadcast live from here at 6 p.m. You'll want to stick around for that. The Dodgers have sent Trace Thompson, who was a Dodger, then a White Sox, then a Dodger, and now he's back to being a White Sox, along with minor leaguer Nick Nastrini for Lance Lynn and old friend Joe Kelly.
Yeah!
Hero. So, for his pouty face toward the Astros.
That's right. So David Vassey is going to join us. That's on the schedule. We'll talk about the Dodgers. Sweet James is part of the summer tour. He's going to join us, although he's live in Puerto Rico.
Is that right?
Yeah, but the
An international call.
But the T-shirt bazooka's coming, and that's almost just as good.
Are Are you sending a proxy? Yes, a cannon that shoots T-shirts will be my proxy.
The great PB&J's, the band is here in the back, and they're going to be playing a lot of our outros. Are we going to introduce the band right now?
We can, or you know what? I don't even think they're up there yet.
Okay, that's fine.
No.
Just know that they're here.
You're good.
You're fine. Just know that they are here, and they will be playing
during all of our breaks.
And the show is on the YouTube feed. Did anybody spill a drink on the computer yet? All right.
Straight YouTube, Facebook. Both. All right. YouTube for the youth, Facebook for the old.
Every minute or second that goes by, as we are all bound to death, every second that goes by is a second that YouTube is not working. It's
not
right.
Not working.
Like right
exactly.
now,
it's not
no
working.
one spilled a drink on it yet. Now people get a little loose at these events. Cronin's going to come in. People are going to cheer. And then is when we have to worry. So everybody watch out over there. But we are streaming, and we appreciate that. We have
other prizes to give away, by the way.
What else?
We did not mention the Barry's Tickets Golden Ticket.
Oh, Barry!
So a lot of shows happening around town, a lot of sporting events happening around town. Maybe you fancy yourself a huge Lance Lynn fan and you want to see his first start. You get those tickets from barrystickets.com. We'll give away a golden ticket from barrystickets.com as well. But make sure there is a QR code floating around that you need to snap in order to register to be one of our finalists to win the $10,000 at the end of our summer tour. That is what we're giving away this year. The grand prize is $10,000 cash. Find that QR code. It is floating around. Snap it, enter. We're taking 2 finalists that are here today live from this event to win that $10,000.
All right. So we got the stream going. We've promoted all that. Mick Cronin, David Vassey, all of that stuff. Let's talk a little bit. Let's do a customary introduction. We've been here just like 2 months ago. Or not that, but it's been
a few months.
Like 4 months ago, we were already here, and we discussed the history of El Segundo, the refinery.
Beautiful refinery.
The steepest grade of any city in the world. Home of the Eagles. So we've done all that.
That was disappointing.
So we will move on. It's okay.
You would think people would know. I mean, we're right here in their town.
Anybody from El Segundo High School here? Or no? Or just, some locals.
There we go. So we got some Eagles.
Yeah, but, Maricosta Mustangs.
There we go.
All right. A lot of people come from out of town. I mean, there's a lady here, Johanna.
Johanna, yeah.
She came all the way from Ohio.
Round of applause, Johanna.
Thank you, Johanna. And Caroline over here. She came and acted like Matt and I were Eric Dickerson or something.
Appreciate
with all kinds
you,
of
Caroline.
stuff for us to sign.
Oh, I felt special.
God bless her. Made us feel really cool to sign all that stuff. So people come from out of town. Anybody from Redondo Beach? Are you high? Are you high? Redondo High School.
Nobody.
Redondo
okay,
Union.
there we go. We got one.
Are you high? Any? Okay. Long time coming now. Aviation High. You'd have to be pretty old.
Yeah, I think Kent's our only shot at that, and he didn't go
we
there.
have some pretty old people over there. No, San Pedro High? All right. I can see that a lot of you came from out of town. If I had to guess, I would say Artesia. But either way, it's wonderful to see everybody here. You are all part, even if you did not go to El Segundo High School like these gentlemen here, you are all part of the great sports talk community.
Great sports talk.
There would be no community if people didn't show up and come to these shows. So thank you for being here, taking the time out like Mick Cronin did, and driving to watch us, as you have all horrifically realized at this point, do AM radio. And it is a marvel that we can do this and that an elite and special coach from a signature blue blood program will brave the hot streets.
Yeah. He's here.
He
braved the 405 on a Friday. What a hero.
That's like Norman Dale showing up,
Right?
Coming all the way to a small town and seeing us here.
How many passes are we going to make?
4.
4.
I wonder if Coach is in awe the same way as Don Martin, our boss, was when he first came to this Emerald City, this Pleasantville-like slice of Americana known as El Segundo, literally Main Street, USA.
That's right.
I feel like a real old-timey American being here in El Segundo. Anybody here wearing suspenders?
Not seeing that.
Anybody here scared of the H-bomb? The hydrogen bomb coming to get you?
Right.
Yeah.
Just get under that table. You'll be fine.
Right under the table, the H-bomb when you hear the air
All
raid
good.
siren. Want to learn to do the Charleston. I want to praise the invention of the polio vaccine. Come on. That is the throwback that El Segundo provides us all. And today we're basking in it at the original Rockin' Brews, Matt. This is the original Rockin' Brews.
This is it. We know that from Vic the Brick.
When Gene Simmons opened his mouth and unfurled his tongue, this was the first restaurant that fell out and is here in beautiful El Segundo, California. Brick buildings, a church on a hill. Who saw that? A water tower. What else do you want? Dominant college basketball.
Look at Old Glory right there on the corner, flapping in the wind.
It's a beautiful thing, and we have many prizes to give away. So thank you for being part of our event. Thank you for being part of Great Sports Talk, and a big thank you
Great Sports
to
Talk.
all of our sponsors for the Petros and Money Summer Tour, which is an American tour.
Absolutely.
We have never been out of the country with this tour. We've been offered, like the Bachelorette. They've called us, and Antigua. They've called us all over and said, come to Romania, do the show. You know, we need the AM radio push. We need the publicity, and we say no.
El Segundo.
We're dedicated.
That's where we're going.
To American towns. That's our style. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, it's a bit of a sacrifice for us, but we appreciate it.
And we got 2.5 more hours. We appreciate your patience. I'm sure we will get everything sorted out, and the distribution of liquor will be running smooth in no time at all.
I told you, there's a van of bartenders headed this way right now from a mixologist school. It's like G.I. Jane. Remember G.I. Jane? When they're like, hey, we're still training. They're like, no, this is a live drill. They're coming from the bartender school.
Live drill.
Right. So they're coming right now in a windowless van, and they're going to mix the drinks.
Now, we're attempting a technological feat here, P.
What is that?
We have got a wireless connection because where we are set up, for those that aren't here live or watching on the YouTube and Facebook feed, we are sitting on the opposite side of Rockin' Brews as the band. So the band is going to play live music.
On the other side.
On the other side as we go to commercial break, and our man Bert Weiner, who's already on his second meal and has one nap logged already for the day.
Third meal. And Bert's in a great mood.
Third meal. He's been here since 9 a.m. to get his free food and a couple naps in one of those booths over there. He has some fancy technological piece of gear that will connect them to us wirelessly so we can get the rock and roll on the way out, live on the radio.
Matt doesn't usually roadie our summer tour events, but he roadied one last year, and he roadied one this year.
So this will be my fault if it does not work.
Well,
it is right on my chest.
I mean, I've never seen Matt walk with purpose, at one of these events before the show starts.
Focus.
But there's been a lot of hard work that's gone into, let's be honest, this moment right here.
Right here.
I don't want to put too much pressure on the moment, but it is a pretty big moment.
I think it's time. Let's see whether or not the PB and J trio.
I see Bert.
Bert just potted it up.
All right.
Play us out to commercial break.
And we'll be right back with Great Sports Talk on AM 570 LA Sports. Mick Cronin is here in person in beautiful El Segundo, California.
Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got a feeling that something ain't right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to James.
I'm James, and I just won $1,000.
James was listening to Rogan and Rodney. He heard the keyword to win, entered it on AM570LAsports.com.
I tried just about every hour.
And now he's got $1,000.
That is absolutely amazing.
Be like James.
Yeah, I listen from Dan Patrick all the way to Petros and Money.
Don't miss your shot to win $1,000 every hour on AM570 LA Sports.
So if you're hurt in an accident, call Sweet James, 800-9-million.
This is Sweet James. I'm on my way.
Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving.
Whoa, you ran all the way over here for me?
Of course. My team and I will take it from here. Call the attorneys at Sweet James, 800-9-million.
It's the 10th annual PMS Summer Tour. Coming to your backyard.
It will be all over the beautiful Southland.
And you can experience the whole thing live, on air, or watch it on YouTube. It's the 10th annual PMS Summer Tour. Coming to a town near you.
A question we're often asked is, if I already have a car title loan, can I refinance that loan? The answer is, yes, a qualified borrower may refinance. Whether you're currently a Loan Mart customer, or have a title loan with a different company, contact us to see if refinancing is an option for you. Why do some borrowers refinance? Borrowers may want to obtain a lower interest rate to save money. Or they may not like the loan company that they are currently working with. They may want an opportunity to catch up on payments. Or they may want to get access to additional cash. Whatever your reasons, contact us today, and we'll walk you through our simple, fast application process.
Our press conference, whenever it was, yesterday. If you listen to me when I was on Petros and Money, the best show in town, and every time we play USC, I say the same thing. They don't give up late.
We're gonna learn how to make shrimp Diablo tacos.
Grab the Chef Merito seasoning and sprinkle it over the top. Just got that deep flavor, cilantro, black pepper, lime, just makes the shrimp pop.
Is that good?
That's perfect. We're gonna eat some tacos in a moment, and maybe Austin might put one in his back pocket, just like that World Series ball, and take it with you, remember?
Everything I've ever used from Chef Merito has just made everything at home so much easier.
Let's just dive into it, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is really, really good.
Papadakis and Matt Money Smith.
It is the third stop of the 10th annual PMS Summer Tour. We are live in El Segundo, Rockin' Brews, corner of Main Street and Franklin Avenue. We'd love to see you. It is a wide open space, and even though there are quite a few people already packed in, we got plenty of room for more. We'll go until 6 o'clock. Tim Cates will take over with Dodgers on deck, and that will go until 7, when we will get you Dodgers versus Reds. A lot of prizes to be given away. We'll start doing that in the very next commercial break. But right now, P, you could argue it's the early portion of the show that is our centerpiece.
It is the centerpiece of the show, the centerpiece of the tour, because we are grateful to have one of the all-time favorite coaches in the history of our radio careers, and we've been doing this about 20 years. And a man, how do I know it? I'm part of the show. The great Mick Cronin, ladies and gentlemen, head coach at UCLA. He doesn't know that we would have given him dugout seats to go see Ellie De La Cruz as an exchange for this.
That's right. Maybe we still will.
Maybe we will, but either way, he's here now. And we got to do the interview. UCLA basketball is great again in Los Angeles and globally, and we mean globally, because of Mick Cronin joining us on the Mountain View Chevrolet Celebrity Headset live at Rockin' Brews in El Segundo. Was it closer than Buena Park? It's a tougher freeway, Coach.
It sure is.
The weather's better. The people are awesome. Look at this place.
Right?
God
Look at
bless
this
you.
place. They're here for you.
I don't
Look
know
at all
about
that UCLA out there. They are all here for you.
I see the colors. This is exciting.
Yeah, look, we even did the TV thing.
I appreciate it.
This is like a real show. This is very impressive.
Don't get used to it.
Now,
what are you drinking?
It's just water.
Okay, I was going to bring you some Coach Select, but
Yeah, no, I'll take that.
okay.
You make water? Troy Aikman's not the only guy? Now, Coach, first and foremost, this time of year is an interesting time of year for college basketball. You don't really get started till deep into the school year, especially because you guys are on the quarter system. So what's the deal? What do you do? How do you fill your time? Acclimating the new guys to the school or something?
That's a great question. It's nonstop. So we had practice 4 days this week.
Whoa, how about that?
Yeah, the rules have changed exponentially. So you get 8 hours in the summer for 8 weeks.
Wow.
As you mentioned, we're on the quarter system, so we're just finishing up our first summer session, getting ready to start our second one. And on August 20th, we're going to Spain. So every 4 years, you can take a summer tour. So this will be my first one at UCLA. We're going to Spain for 9 days.
Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys should come. We do the show from Barcelona.
It would be the first. I just went on a big tirade about how we only do our shows in America.
And we never go international.
And you invite us to Barcelona,
Here
and
we
all
go.
of a sudden,
How about that?
I'm ready to defect. The Spanish Civil War, a lot of literary people got involved. I might have to go out there.
I mean, you might have to check it out.
Tota Villa, no. I need these guys around here. The football season started. He mentioned it. You are a global entity.
Yeah.
Do you, is it you? Is it somebody else? Do you go across to Europe and watch these professional leagues? Do you scout these kids yourself? And I'm sure, whether you go there yourself or you see it on film, how much different is what they're being taught growing up than what our kids are being taught here?
I'll start with the first part. So I went to Europe last September.
Okay.
Very fruitful trip. 3 of the guys I met with are all going to be on our team this year, and that was awesome. So Spain is great. I thought Spain was. I was in a few cities in Spain. Paris for a day. Paris reminded me of New York, just crowded, traffic, bad weather.
Horrible people.
But we got Ilan Fablou's coming. He's a great player. He's been here for a month, so. He's a lot like Jalen Clark, very, very tough, athletic wing, which we needed to replace. So my 1 day in Paris traffic was worth it. So, so I go. My assistant, Ivo Simovic, got hired by the Toronto Raptors. He owes me 10% of that salary. So
I think that's fair.
Yeah. So my younger guy, on August 1st, we're announcing 2 new hires. They expanded the coaching roster. The NCAA with some rules, so we have another international coach we're hiring, and my young assistant, Nate Georgeton, has been in Serbia for a week at the World 18 and Under Championships. which the semifinals are tomorrow and the finals are Sunday. So he's been over there for a while.
Okay.
And we have a guy that's going to play on our team this year that's actually playing tomorrow in the semifinals.
Great. And how different is that basketball over there?
Yeah, you bet. That's your last part to your question. Here's the difference. Everywhere but America, sports or not, any sport are not related to school. There's just no correlation between whatever you play, soccer, lacrosse, basketball. They don't play football, obviously. So, but everything's club. And there's junior teams, and they're tied underneath professional teams. So they don't have the confines of the academic, whether it's the state association that limits high school coaches in every state. So they don't have those confines. So anytime in basketball, it's important. Because anytime a European kid has played basketball, it's been coached. So there is no pickup basketball. Like you don't have to have your team playing when the coach isn't in there. They never do that. So they're they're more mature in their understanding of moving without the ball, passing the ball, concepts. They don't play summer ball where, if you throw 2 passes, you get a technical foul. If you throw 2 passes, you're not allowed to take a charge in AAU. You can't throw more than 2 passes, and you have every third shot's got to be a bad shot. So that's summer ball. So, and that's what we have to get that out of our kids, where that's not an issue with those guys. I mean, they're really well versed in that, and look, their coaches get fired quickly over there, so it's high intensity. So the part of that I love because they think I'm a nice guy compared to their European coach.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
Now, I mean, it's got to be a long flight home if you miss on a guy in Portugal. Like, it's one thing to fly home from San Jose.
Well, it depends where you're staying.
We missed it,
that's true.
It depends where you stay.
You're right. But, it is I used to lament, just in the football world.
Oh, it's brutal, yeah. Any recruiting
and basketball, Stanford and Notre Dame. Like, man, they really got to recruit the whole country. And now all of a sudden, because of the way basketball is, that's stretched. I mean, it's wild.
Yeah. But, look, the worst thing is wasting time in recruiting. You don't want to spend 2 years. And that's just a whole other topic. Everybody gets excited when you get the one-and-done player, but yet they weren't throwing any parties when UCLA signed Jaime Jaquez. Who ends up being the better player, right?
Exactly right. That's a round of applause.
Or Tiger Campbell, Dave Singleton. So you got to get some guys going to be in your program, and we got a lot. So we're going to have 8 freshmen this year, 6 of which have been announced. 2 will be announced next week.
Jeez. Look at that.
I mean,
we'll have you back at our next tour stop to make all the announcements.
Does that make it a tougher job for you? I would imagine it does. Reacclimating a whole team, or is that what you like about college basketball?
Well, look, it's a lot easier to sleep at night. The night before a road game when you know that you have Tiger and Jaime, and they've played at that whatever school they've played 50 road games in their career. Versus this year, so you're going to have 7 freshmen and 3 sophomores and 1 transfer. So Kenneth Newble will be he's our Udonis Haslam.
Wow.
So he's been around. So it will be look, we're going to have to grow as the season goes because they haven't played together. They haven't played road games, like I said. And so that's part of why we're going to Spain. I picked this year to do the tour because I knew we were going to have this much turnover. It gets us extra practice time. So you're allowed 10 days of practice before you go.
Well, that works.
And team bonding. So, but look, you sleep a lot better at night when you get, All-Americans that are seniors.
The Messi of Matadors just got taken out. Did you see that
No,
in Spain? Wore it right in the thigh and got tossed against the wall. He lived.
Oh, he lived.
He lived.
I was going to say, it's not morbid.
Were they running in Pamplona, or was this just
No,
a
this was a real bullfight.
Oh, okay.
Like the Messi of Matadors.
The
He was
full
like,
outfit,
like he really took it hard on the chin.
I want to go to the running of the bulls.
No, let's not do that.
No, I'm going to be up top.
Okay, there you go.
I want to wear the outfit.
You want to wear the outfit.
Yeah, the outfit.
The scarf
with the red
and
scarf and the white outfit.
Absolutely. We like to use this.
I do too.
Necessarily like this is your life, but talk about how you got to this destination right now. For people, I'm sure most people know your path by now. You've been here long enough, but you're someone that that came up. I mean, you want to talk about starting at the bottom. You were hired to coach a freshman team, and then the JV team. You were an assistant on the varsity team.
All in the same year.
All in the same year.
At 19 years old.
So how about that? So how common...
Battlefield promotions? What happened out there?
How common is the high school freshman, JV, and varsity roster on the resume of college coaches? How many of them come through that?
I think it used to be very prevalent in the past. There was a lot of guys that started as high school coaches. Darren Segundo, who's my age on our staff, is associate head coach, and Rod Palmer. We all started in high. You know, Rod was at Compton Centennial. Darren was at Bayonne Marist in Jersey. And yeah, he's straight Paisan. You know.
Yeah, I could.
Savino,
sounds like
Bayonne Marist.
Hey, Savino.
Exactly. He used to have the gold change. He wore body butter, the whole thing.
Too much hair gel.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's why it fell out like mine.
A thick, featured Italian.
Yes. So, it used to be more prevalent. Not as much in this day and age.
Yeah.
I think everybody back then started at high school. Now you have a lot of guys. Because you couldn't get in college. There was 2 assistants and a what they called a restricted earnings guy that could make $12,000.
Wow, bank.
That's it.
Really living big.
And he could make 4 out of camp. So that was the whole staff up until '96 when I got in. Is right when that changed, and that helped me get in when they added more staff.
And that was Bob Huggins that hired you to come in?
In '96. So, yeah, I used to make my illustrious D2 career got ended early. Best thing ever happened to me, blowing out my knee, and started coaching right away. So, but look, my dad was a legendary high school coach. So I grew up in a gym, and he was also, as you guys know, a scout for the Atlanta Braves.
Right.
So the way I grew up, for me to spend time with my dad, you had to go to work with him. So I grew up in the gym. So it was, I don't know what the hell else I'd be doing.
Did you go to the track with him when he worked
Absolutely.
at the track? So are you good? Like, will
Where
you
do you
bet the
think
ponies?
He owns a horse.
More than one.
What?
No.
Horses? You got a stable?
Me and Chip, we have the Del Mar group is our group.
Chip Kelly.
Yeah, Chip Kelly, me, Rick Pitino, Eric Johnson. It's my buddy. He just left the Avs. He went with the Sabres.
And the horse is right now in San Diego?
Yeah, they're all down there, and I'm on my way.
Are you going to
go down there today?
From here.
Are you going to go to Red Tractons?
The prime rib's good there. So I've been going to Del Mar. As you guys know, when I was trying to get this job, I've always loved LA. So I used to come out here in the summers while I was a high school coach, doing a bunch of workouts with the Sonny Vaccaro, who helped me get into the business, and the old Pump Brothers, and sleep on couches and all that stuff. So, so I've been going to Del Mar a long time. And I'm on the way there now.
We didn't,
Surf meets the turf.
We're novices, but
you guys got to come down.
Well, we do take a check from Santa Anita.
We do.
Matt and I do.
We love it out there. Beautiful
great.
track. Beautiful track.
And we're big time. They gave us a $200 marker apiece.
Actually,
so we
no.
did the show out there.
That's not true.
You got to call me. We'll run it up.
That's not true, Petros. They gave us a $500 marker.
Yeah.
And we lost it immediately. Before the end of the show. I'm not
should've
exaggerating,
called me.
Coach. We lost it all by the end.
Did you listen to Frank
of the show.
Miramati or what?
We should have listened to Fred.
Tim Conway Jr.
Exactly. That's exactly what we did.
You should have called Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah,
let it ride.
He knows the civics.
He ran it up.
Yeah, I will say that Conway does not give off the aura of a winner, and Matt and I were very misled.
I think it's the Costco polos that he wears regularly. That just kind of remind you. Maybe we don't go with what this guy says.
Speaking of giving off the aura of a winner, you mentioned a guy that's on a list in front of you. Now, this is a good list. The list of the best dressed college basketball coaches.
That list is horrible.
Yeah.
So ESPN had me one. What is this? There's guys in front of me wearing
sweatsuits. This is the College
sweatsuits.
Basketball Report.
What
the
is
old
that?
CBR.
The CBR, Coach.
CBR.
Coach, ESPN had me one.
They got Stackhouse one, and it's probably too many buttons.
They got guys wearing sweatsuits on.
That's not okay.
They got Pitino.
It's my boys, but he wore.
But Pitino's kind of grandfathered in.
Yeah, you're right.
Woodson.
He wears a sweatsuit half the time.
Or he's out. Penny Hardaway.
Never wore a suit all year.
Out. Now, it's going to be hard.
Wait, Woodson's a suit guy, I believe,
You think this guy might be favoring the NBA just
sounds
a tad?
like it.
Look at
Maybe
like
a little. Now,
Mike Woodson,
I will
Penny,
say
not
this.
okay.
It's going to be hard to get in front of the Roman god of the sea. Kyle Neptune. This guy.
He coaches with a trident.
This is the guy that took over for Jay Wright.
No worries.
Does he look all right? I don't even know. Does he care?
No worries.
Does he have a flowing white beard? What is this guy's deal?
I can tell you, none of them are wearing David August.
Then they got you at 5.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Hey, at least you're wearing a suit,
they
not
got
a
you at
quarter
6.
zip.
They got you at 6 behind Neptune.
I take that very personally.
Well, I'm sorry that I brought it up. I thought that you would be excited.
No, ESPN had me 1. That's all that matters.
That's right. What's the college basketball report? The heck with them.
Come on, man.
You'll stick around for another one, Coach? Is
Where
that
we-
all right?
Where are we going?
Exactly. There we go.
I mean, look, if we can get a 1980s Let It Ride Richard Dreyfuss reference.
Oh, I got a few coming.
We got another segment.
Yeah, love Let It Ride. All right.
We're bringing Looney on the set.
So we will get the break here and come back. More Mick Cronin live from the Rockin' Brews in El Segundo. We'd love to see you. The corner of Main and Franklin will be here until 6 p.m. Come join us.
Los Angeles.
Big stage.
When you want to talk LA sports, it's always been us.
Oh, baby.
With Dan Patrick at 6 a.m., Colin Cowherd at 9, Fred Rogan and Rodney Pete at noon, and Petros and Money at 3.
Go to the iHeart Radio app.
Nobody covers Los Angeles like us. Listen anywhere you are by telling your smart device, play AM 570 LA Sports on the iHeart Radio app.
It's right here.
The home of the Dodgers.
What I have here for you today is an al pastor burger. It's a pork patty with the al pastor marinade from Chef Marito.
Ready? Yeah? All right.
We paired it with a grilled pineapple, cilantro aioli, spicy guacamole, which we used our fajita seasoning from Chef Marito, and on top of that you have crispy chicharron.
So at first I tasted the pineapple, and then I got a little bit of the heat from the spicy guacamole and the al pastor, and then the crunch of the chicharron, toasted bun. It's delicious.
You're taking it with you?
Yeah, this is mine now.
Well, in 2022, I had a great time going back to the Elks Club in San Pedro, where I'm a member, and it was newly renovated, and it was awesome until they put me in an Aquaman outfit and made me jump into the pool.
Easy. It wins in a rout. A root. Blind guy wins a TV at the slide bar, and it was incredible. And obviously, he's not driving. Nobody happened to drive him, so he was taking public transportation. So I'm standing out front of the slide bar talking to a bunch of people after the tour stop is over, and I get to watch him get onto a bus, obviously, you know, with the cane and the stick and all that, and the TV and everybody's reaction. That's number one. Number two, I think Golden Road, maybe. Golden Road, wildly underrated. Parking was an issue, but when we had the train, it was our first time at the Glendale, Los Feliz area, kind of Golden Road there, and every time the train went by, the entire place, and it was just a very cool, communal, fun.
We're gonna learn how to make shrimp Diablo tacos.
Grab the Chef Marito seasoning and sprinkle it over the top. Just got that deep flavor, cilantro, black pepper, lime, just makes the shrimp pop.
Is that good?
That's perfect. We're gonna eat some tacos in a moment, and maybe Austin might put one in his back pocket, just like that World Series ball, and take it with you, remember?
Everything I've ever used from Chef Marito has just made everything at home so much easier.
Let's just dive into it, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is really, really good.
LA Sports, live everywhere on the iHeart Radio app and live today because it is the third stop of the 10th annual PMS Summer Tour, live on YouTube, live on Facebook. If you can't be here at the Rockin' Brews in El Segundo at the corner of Main and Franklin, we would love to see you. Still plenty of time to come on down. We got 2 more hours of broadcast. Then by God, check us out on the stream, YouTube or the Facebook. We continue the centerpiece of the show here, PN. It is in our first hour. The great Mick Cronin, head coach at UCLA, is with us en route to Del Mar to check out where the surf meets the turf.
Yeah, he's a real horseman, the great UCLA head coach who loves the city of Los Angeles. A great interview, and we got to get him on the road because everybody knows things back up a little bit around Las Pulgas Road there around Camp Pendleton. But we do appreciate Coach being here. It is a real windfall for us to have somebody like this to show up to something like this. And all you guys, too. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Now, Coach, it's interesting. The landscape of college sports is ever-changing. It's always interesting to talk about, but you don't want to go down a rabbit hole of everybody's problems. But, you talk about all the turnover on your team.
Yeah.
And you see this in some of the football stuff, too. It's like, well, God, everybody's got this.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a whole bunch. How much does that level things out as far as just who you're up against and the level of competition and everybody being brand new a lot of the time?
Yeah, it's just a new era, right? I mean, did you ever think we'd be sitting here talking about there's 1,800 transfers in men's basketball?
No.
Now, that means that there's got to be 5,000 in football, is a guess?
Sounds about right.
So there's just it's just
it's
a different
not
world.
odd to have 30 new guys.
In football,
even for a team that's done quite well, like 30 new guys that aren't in your recruiting class. Crazy amount of turnover.
Crazy. Look, it's just the way it is. So you can say, well, it should go back. It's never going back.
No.
It's not changing. I know they're trying to do some stuff. I saw this week 2 senators, Manchin and Tuberville, tried to get the.
Oh, did they hit the TV? Were they talking about how great they were about trying to figure this all out?
Former Cincinnati coach Tommy Tuberville. Let's go Bearcats.
What a great job he did.
I'm not.
Boy, was he great there.
I'm not touching that one. But at least they're introduced. The only good thing those 2 do is introduce a bill trying to get some organization where they're trying to get away from where different states can pass laws so they have advantages at their state university, which has happened in Texas, it's happened in Arkansas. Basically, they don't have to follow NCAA rules, they can follow state rules. So they got to get it a level playing field. But to your point, look, that stuff's boring for everybody out here, this beautiful rock and brew.
Yeah.
That stuff's boring. Yeah, look, having a new team and a lot of turnover is just how it's going to be. We haven't had that. I've been fortunate since, I became the coach in Westwood. So it's new. We're going to have 8 new guys. I think Chip's used to it. The question's going to be, we have 7 freshmen, only 1 transfer. I worry, I don't know how those guys with all these transfers, if you have kids transferring for the wrong reasons, and they're just basically trying to get paid with NIL, do they even care if you win a game? Like, they're going to act like it, and then you get into January, and they got their money, and how much do they really, they have no sweat equity in your program. They're basically a 1-year rental player. And it's not baseball. You can't trade him at the deadline.
I mean, we saw one in the Midwest, and he I don't want to say his name, but he acknowledged it. I got a lot more money to come here, and I don't know if he's going to play in the NBA. Bigs that don't shoot typically don't, so I'm not going to begrudge him getting paid now.
No, it is what it is.
But you're right. How invested are you if you admitted, hey, I got twice as much money to come into play here, and who knows what that looks like in February. You mentioned maybe that's not entertaining for these people. I do know what is. We've been doing this a long time. We have covered Final Four runs. We've covered some, the Lonzo Ball years at UCLA, which were darn exciting. But
don't forget about our Ben Howland drop.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Where he said, "Hey, I just made 3 Final Fours in 3 years." That he said.
I believe I said something along the lines of, but it's really gone kind of sideways here the last year, Coach. And he said, "Oh,
my bad.
I made straight Final Fours."
That's my boy.
He's the best.
I love that.
He was not happy with me.
He came to one of our shows in Cerritos.
Yeah, he did.
He's in such good shape right now. See, retirement, he looks
He's
great.
a big guy.
He's working.
His head
Hey, he's thin, man.
Yeah. No, I mean he's got that big head. It's intimidating.
Yeah, Huggins got a Mr. Potato Head, but he's Ben's head's not quite as big, physically, but he's a very close friend of mine. He's been very helpful to me.
Well, you've opened those doors.
But we were friends when he was the coach here.
Right.
So I leaned on him when I got the job, and I've continued to. He's been a great resource for me.
You know what? You know what is but what is exciting for these people? And I mentioned all the players we've talked to, the coaches. You know how much we love you, Coach. Jaime Jaquez is one of our favorites. He's just the best. He's joined us. We could not, multiple times. We could not. Camarillo, the story with his sister. I mean, just the family. There's so much
connection with Don McClain.
Exactly, connection with Don McClain, working him out before the draft, and talking about how hard he was busting his ass before the draft. Worked his way darn near the lottery. Just share with us that journey. You mentioned it. This is not someone that was on some site that UCLA's recruiting class has now jumped from 7 to 1 because of Jaime Jaquez. How about that transformation and what he put in and what you also put in to get him to where he ended up?
Look, he becomes your poster child when you go out to recruit. Look what happens if you come, play, work with us for 4 years. He's everything that's right about college basketball. One, he got his degree at Christmas, so he graduated in 3.5. He's been an unbelievable ambassador as a human for our university, and obviously one of the winningest Bruins ever. I think he broke into some group of 10 with points and rebounds and all that type of stuff, which if you can break into any top group of players that played at UCLA,
Heck of a group. Yeah.
It's almost impossible.
Right.
So we just mentioned the great Don McClain. I think it's 2608 or 2406. I always get it wrong, but
you know the funny story about that?
You know the number. He gives you the number.
So, but
he's the lead. Don McClain's my buddy. He's the leading scorer ever at UCLA and the Pac-12.
And do you know what happens when you go to the Big Ten? You know what happens?
Does he no longer?
Calbert Chaney gets him by 3 points.
Oh, no.
And they played each other, and Chaney got 41 in the game against UCLA, and he's got him by 3 points, or he'd be the leading scorer in Big Ten history as well.
Don will blame that on Tracy Murray
exactly.
for guarding him.
Exactly.
2608.
2608.
That's the best PR guy in the business.
There it
That's
is.
right.
Yeah,
God, he's good looking, too.
Guy's unbelievable.
It's not fair.
And look at his hair.
It's too much.
I mean,
he rubs it in.
For
He's
a
got
PR guy, it's a lot.
Exactly.
I'm used to Mark Dellins, I'm used to Captain Cartledge coming around and telling me I did something wrong.
Captain Cartledge. You're the best. You are the best. Hey, look, Tiger, Jaime, Dave, every now and then, I scare my girlfriends over there, Chrissy, and my dog, Bookie. About once a month, I just wake up and...
Wait a minute, your dog's name is Bookie?
Yeah. He lays 6 to 5 for you. So
headed down to Del Mar.
He's right there. You see the books there?
Oh, yeah. It's a good-looking pooch.
Headed down to Del Mar right now.
We rescued him a year ago.
Beautiful.
Dog-friendly town, by the way.
Oh, that's
huge.
nice.
Oh, heck yeah.
Every restaurant. But anyway.
They have that dog beach, too.
I wake up in cold sweats because I know those guys are gone. Then I'm going to have to, prepare without them. But it's going to be fun. People here that are Bruins, they know, we got a lot of new players. So we've been practicing since July 2nd or so, and we got 3 more coming. Jan Vide gets here Sunday. He's an elite guard from Europe, 6'6". He was MVP to European 18 and under championships. And like I said, 2 more we're going to announce next week. So it's exciting.
Is the best European player in the history of UCLA George Zedek?
Alex?
Would that be?
George?
Would it be George?
Jerome Moiso?
Moiso, yeah.
Dan Gadzarich?
Oh, yeah.
Give me a C.
Yeah.
I might not be from L.A., but I got my...
You got it.
No.
I got a few things.
We're just a couple idiots.
What about Alfred Aboya?
Oh.
No, I was with Alfred.
Because he's a pissed-off guy.
What about the Prince, Luc Richard Mbamute?
Yeah. That might be your answer. Well,
Yeah.
he probably had the best NBA career.
Right.
Alfred was here last week, came by practice, talked to the guys. It's all one thing about you're at UCLA. You can always there's so many guys that stop by that are Russell's there the most because he trains a lot in the gym.
That's got to be cool.
Yeah, but the guy he's there so much. The guys know him. He's great. But anytime they stop by, I always ask him to say something to the guys. So, and Tracy's there. As you guys know, Tracy does the games.
Yeah.
On your air, right?
Yes.
Sure
right
does.
here on AM 570.
He comes on all the time.
Tracy Murray,
love him.
he's a great big brother to the guys because he travels with us. So, he has some hotel talks, putting his arm around guys, about their future and things of that nature. But the brotherhood of players is so awesome. Just to be a part of it. For me, it's been the experience of a lifetime.
George Zedek now, a lot of people don't know this, Prime Minister of Luxembourg. Crazy.
No.
No, he's kidding.
I saw he was here this year. His son played at Pepperdine.
Yeah, good
Oh,
looking
that's
guy.
right. He
Yeah.
did.
Now, last thing for you, Coach, because
Okay.
we want to get you on the road.
I'm in no hurry.
Down to, I mean.
He's in no hurry.
The traffic is what
I
it
just
is.
hate to see the look on Bookie's face, when it backs up around Camp Pendleton. But
There he
Yeah,
is.
Bookie, what a good looking.
He's good. He's the best.
Ben Howland's not the only guy that we have in the
My
machine.
bad.
No,
I'm
we've
in there.
got,
I know I'm in there.
We have a lot.
What'd you say?
We just
I'm in there.
and
How do
look-
you know that?
Well,
How do you know that?
How do you know that?
Tell us if you remember any of these,
Okay.
or if they are to varying degrees of if you want us to get rid of them. What?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Just tell us if you want
Yeah.
these deleted. This is our favorite one.
How do you know that?
That's a good one.
I love
It's a great one. All right, here we go. Ready?
For $1 million, I knew you were going to come out here and ask me about offense.
Yeah,
You like that
yeah.
one.
Absolutely.
Take that, Lewin.
We love that one.
Did
Here
you
we
ask
go.
about offense?
Just ask the questions.
Yeah.
And
Terrible, terrible.
love
we
that.
talking about officials there?
I don't know.
I don't know what it was, but
Can
it
the crowd
applies
hear,
to everything.
Can they hear those?
They can hear them all.
yeah.
Crowd, you can hear these?
Terrible, terrible.
There we go. All right, here we go. Ready?
I don't really have a lot to say. I'm sorry, guys.
And now this is a different session.
They were okay. Good.
Losers talk about we were winning at halftime.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a mantra of the Petros and Money Show.
You
all
like
right?
that one?
Yeah, we're halfway through the show.
Halfway
We've done a
through
great
the show, we're
and
usually
guess what?
half drunk.
Now we've had 3 beers, and we got to figure out how to navigate the rest
The
drunk.
end of that is the winners go out to eat.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Damn, we got to get the whole thing.
Well, you got a TV, buddy?
Yeah.
See, and look behind you.
Oh, that was Ben
we're,
Bolch.
we're giving away a TV today, so this is
We're
applicable
giving
here
away
today.
a TV today.
Yeah.
You got a TV, buddy?
Someone's going to be able to answer, yes, I do now.
That's a big time TV.
You do know we gave away a TV to a blind man at one of these events.
He loved it.
He loved it, and he had to take, obviously,
You
he couldn't
should have
drive
seen him
home. He
drag
took the
it
bus
onto a
home.
bus.
He dragged it onto a city bus.
Are you guys
With
being
this
messed
We
up
are
with me,
not.
man?
We are
And he-
dead.
You're
always messing with
we
me.
I'm
are
not kidding about
dead
that.
serious.
I want the truth.
No, it's
Fullerton,
true.
California, the slide bar,
He
a
was,
blind man
he was doing
with a
his
stick
stick
and
on the
everything.
side of the door to get the
It was amazing.
It was pretty rough time. But he got that TV, and today, if there's somebody who's deaf,
Welcome to college basketball, buddy.
that's everybody.
You
That's
like that one?
Ben Bolch.
We love that. Yeah, Ben Bolch.
That's Bolch just getting right
Yeah,
hands
you're
to the
covering
face.
Bolch
And that's
here.
my guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you do
He
it
does
with
a
him.
great job.
He
He works
actually-
hard.
Asking a question there,
He
Ben?
actually does a really great job.
He does. He
Yeah,
really
covering
does.
football
And this
and
is our
basketball.
favorite one.
Petros and Money, the best show in town.
Yeah.
That's our guy. How about that? We love him.
And it's not even close.
Not
No,
well.
well,
It's not even close. Look
it's
at the following.
It's
Look at this place.
It's a dwindling industry.
Yes, right.
But we appreciate Mick Cronin, a great man,
The
a
best.
great coach, a great person in the community. He didn't even know, that's how much he loves horses. He didn't even know his beloved Reds were in town, even though they're having a semi-good year.
So do we do the thing where we talk about your horse or no? Because then the odds will go down and you're not
Can we-
going to make as much.
Well, let's talk about how David Bell couldn't guard me.
Oh, okay. David Bell couldn't guard you.
No, we're friends. So he left us. I went out and saw him last year when he was in town. But no, he couldn't. To be fair about it. But I also couldn't play baseball to save my life. So he played both.
So you each get it.
Yeah, he played both sports. But his dad used to coach and try to get him to rough me up and
Can't rough you up. You kidding me?
too much speed.
Rough you up.
Petros. Too much speed.
Speed and fury.
Then you lead the
Cat-like
state.
speed and reflex.
That's right.
Cat-like.
Led the state in assists and steals, right? How about that?
Wild like a tiger.
I don't know about
The
that.
great Mick Cronin, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Coach. Strike up the band. The PB&J's play in the back, led by the great Preston Smith. And we will be right back. It's a little bit of an anticlimax, and we got 2 more hours of this. And Matt's already 1 beer deep, 1 light beer. He's on his neck.
Oh, we got a lot of light beer coming. We will break here. We're going to start giving away those great prizes. Make sure you got the raffle tickets.
4's up.
4's up. A big round of applause for Mick Cronin as we got 2 hours to go until 6 o'clock. Come join us. We are at the Rockin' Brews in El Segundo, corner of Main and Franklin.
Inflation Competitors Baseball is on the air and on your phone. Stream all the games on the iHeart Radio app and get all our exclusive Dodger podcasts as well. Just listen to AM 570 LA Sports every game, all season long.
All haiku fans are feeling you. Number one, thank you for watching the haikus on YouTube and Facebook. You want the haiku? You want some rock and roll? You got it. Coming up next.
From a secret off-site location, possibly in the Far East, possibly in Whittier, this is Vic the Brick Jacobs on the Petros and Money Summer Tour.
Oh yeah, rock and roll haiku for you. Are you ready to rock? This is homage to one of the great rock bands of all time and space. They emanated, born in Brooklyn, New York. They saw all the bands. They saw the Stones. They saw the Beatles. They saw the Who. And they said, we gotta fill a void. We gotta put some paint on, and we gotta do some pyrotechnics and just rock like it's our last show every night on stage. I'm talking Kiss. I wanna rock and roll all night and take it to the streets. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Yeah, 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 yeah. Kiss. I'm feeling you.
This is really good. I'm good. I gotta go.
The best way for me to do fish on the grill is to just make sure that your grill is nice and oiled down and clean. You also want to have medium heat. Just put your skewers down. So from here, I always like to use the Chef Merito seasonings. Flavors that Chef Merito seasoning gives just pop. You know, I'll have you plate this one.
Oh, all right, let's give this a try.
Oh, not over seasoned, not under seasoned. You taste the fish, you taste the freshness. Oh. It's light. I gotta have more. I'm gonna get in here too.
One more time for Mick Cronin, ladies and gentlemen. The best of the best. Mid-fortune is the midwife of genius.
Going it out, Vic. Petros and Money, AM 570, LA Sports, live everywhere on the iHeart Radio app. If you're streaming the show right now on YouTube, as it is the third stop of the PMS 10th Annual Summer Tour, you may be looking at the chest of an elderly gentleman. But
it's all right.
It's okay.
You're not that old.
You engage. You
got a good chest.
Listen. A little negativity never hurt anybody.
Oh, that guy's
Check
mad.
it out.
That guy's pissed at you,
Hey,
man.
look, he's here for UCLA. It's all right. Kate's already asked him if he would move out of the way of the stream. People are checking it out on YouTube, on Facebook. They're here in person. We're going to be here for another 2 hours. We've got Dodgers Reds coming up from the Galpin Motors broadcast booth at 7:10 p.m. Tim Cates is going to do Dodgers on deck from here at 6. But between now and then, P, we're giving away a TV.
We got the 65-inch Westinghouse TV. We've got the Rockin' Brews gift cards. Matt already lectured the crowd regarding that.
Show some class.
A 2-night stay at the MGM Resort, MGM Naked City. Dodgers dugout tickets. If Cronin doesn't steal them and take his family to go see Cincinnati.
I think he's going to Del Mar.
Seriously, make him, like for Sunday, you guys will come back. Make him give you tickets to the game. We got that going on, and we got the Travis Matthew
bump box. The Travis Matthew bump box.
I kind of like that.
In a say-anything fashion.
The light, the heat.
In your eyes.
I am complete.
In your eyes.
I see the doorway.
To 1,000 churches. We will give this away, and you can qualify to win $10,000. How about that?
So everybody's having a good time still. All right. It is now time, as we move on with the show.
Great sports talk.
For the word of the day.
He heard me with his words.
The word of the day.
Who saw the manatee story today? Did you guys see this? This is very upsetting. And as this is a Frogman Friday, and we celebrate the sea, and even though we're very close to a refinery here in El Segundo, we are still also seaside. So this is something important.
Frogman?
I don't think we have a lot of manatees on the West Coast. I think it's a Florida thing.
A lot of them down there in
You're
Florida.
like a marine biologist or something.
A lot of them there in Florida.
It's a pretty big story. Apparently, a 30-year-old manatee named Hugh.
What's up, Hugh?
Has died after too much high-intensity sex with his brother. True story, guys. This is a real thing.
Help me make sense of that.
I will.
Yeah, please. Walk me through this one.
I will. I'll walk you through it.
Okay.
With some terms of today that are acceptable.
Okay.
Gay, incestuous, manatee sex. It's what we're talking about, kids.
I'll give you some points for that.
Gay, incestuous, manatee sex will get you a 14.5 centimeter hole ripped in your colon from your amorous brother.
I'm sorry, how big is that hole?
14.5 centimeters.
Oh, centimeters. I thought you said inches.
14.5.
I was going to say.
What are you, nuts?
Jeez. We got to take that to the manatees.
We got to take it to Florida.
That would make sense. It's where the manatees
So
are.
I guess the older brother was on top of Hugh, giving it to him. And they're all watching this go down because it's at this like marine biology place. And then the brother, you know, I guess he finished up or whatever and put his money on the dresser and floated away. And Hugh did not float away. He had a hole ripped in his ass and he died. This is the Moat Marine Laboratory and Aquarium that let this happen.
It was in an aquarium?
Yes.
This wasn't in the wild?
They let the brothers have sex all the time. But this time it killed Hugh. And it's just a tough story to wrap your head around, Matt, as you would say. But quite sorry to hear about this, though I think it does raise more questions than answers.
Oh, I got questions. I definitely got questions.
All right, well, what would you like? I read the article.
I want to know how you get a 14-inch hole porn in you. It seems like the manatee.
From the manatee penis.
I know, but it's got it seems like strong, leathery.
Yeah.
Well,
we don't know what
live in the ocean.
We don't know what its
skin.
Its colon is made
That's
out
true.
of.
Very true.
And let's be honest, a manatee colon probably not made for what older brother was doing. It was.
His older brother did it to younger brother?
I believe so. The
okay.
older brother, much bigger manatee, too. And the other weird thing about this story is this. Doesn't a manatee just look like a big, giant series of uncircumcised penises? Right? And now, all of a sudden, here it is just ramming its poor brother to death.
Literally.
Hey, didn't you used to have a brother? Yeah, I effed him to death. Funny that you bring it up here at the Moat Aquarium and Museum. I had sex with my manatee brother till he died.
That's a Friday one.
It's a story of the sea.
Florida. Was this aquarium in Florida?
Hey, there used to be this cool guy that hung around here.
His name was Hugh.
Smaller than you. His name was Hugh. You know him? Yeah, funny you mentioned that. We used to have high-intensity, rough sex all the time, and one day he just didn't come back up for air.
But he died doing what he loved.
I guess. Servicing his brother.
That's right.
With his colon.
That's exactly right. Maybe it was the aquarium's fault because it was like a prison. And there's no females in there. So much like a prison, if you got to express yourself, you express yourself of what's available.
Well, it's your job at the aquarium, right? Like you're looking at the brothers. Like if you have like a French bulldog and a Great Dane, and the Great Dane is ramming the French, but you're like, hey, get off, buddy. Like if you see that, right? But instead, these guys at the aquarium are standing there, breathing all heavy, like a bunch of 12-year-olds watching porn.
Not okay.
Scrambled. And, they let him die.
Should we separate them?
It turned into a snuff film for these guys.
Oh. I want to see where this goes. Let's not separate them
yet. Let's see what
it looks
see how
this plays out.
They're really into it today.
Let's see how this plays out.
We could sell this to Cinemax. So just a rough story out of Florida. We don't have that here. We don't have manatees here. You got raped by a manatee as a man. You're out in the water all the time, Matt.
Yeah.
And one of those just gets its big arms around you.
I don't think they have arms.
They got
the flippers.
Yeah, just put
exactly. They could probably do that.
Close the gap right here.
Exactly right.
Anyway, you think you had a bad relationship with your sibling?
Nothing compared to Hugh the manatee.
You never effed your brother to death. So you're in good shape. All right. The number of the day.
Here's my number.
Number of the day.
Number of the day is 2. 2 shout-outs, P, and 2 plugs. Number 1 shout-out. I see, where is our friend? Our friend that brought us the Fire Department Handball Association stickers. They are celebrating. Round of applause for Joe Vigil, 35 years, city fireman, retiring this weekend. And the guys are here. I don't see where they are right now, but they're here celebrating him. So congratulations, Joe. Second shout-out goes to our dear friend. How many of you were at the last year for the final Petros and Money Tour Stop? I see a lot of familiar faces. Thank you for coming out to that. You remember the incredible show the Aquabats put on for us. Our dear friend, Christian Jacobs, MC Bat Commander. If there are folks in the house tonight looking for something to do, the fine band, the Aquabats, one of the great live performing acts in Southern California today, will be performing at the Belasco, which is the theater right next to the Mayan, 9 p.m. Tickets still available. They're playing with the Agrolites, and they have got tickets.
I like the Agrolites.
So how about this?
The guy for the Agrolites is like a white reggae guy with a rockabilly haircut.
Right.
And he walks around with a baseball bat when he sings.
So how about this?
Like he's doing ska music, but he might beat your ass.
Aquabats producer Cameron Webb said, well, Christian going to be out of town. Have you guys found an act yet for the final Petros and Money potentially Vans headquarters show to end the summer tour? I believe the Agrolites would be interested.
That's really exciting.
How about that? So go see him tonight.
I love that band.
The Belasco, They are playing at 9 p.m. The Aquabats are. The Agrolites will be playing ahead of them.
I want the Agrolites.
Yeah, so we will reach out to Cam Webb, the man that produced not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, but 7 Motorhead records.
I love the Agrolites.
Yes, so
I want to take it from that guy's back.
That is what
Hugh style.
That is what we will work on moving forward. Go see Christian Jacobs, our dear friends in the Aquabats who played a summer tour stop for us last year. They're playing in L.A. tonight. San Diego tomorrow at the House of Blues, as a matter of fact. Ronnie, you got a song of the day?
This is the song of the day.
Factory Brew is our song of the day from an artist named Joel Red. A catchy tune for a Frogman Friday as the Petros and Money Show's brewing up something good with a live broadcast from the Rockin' Brews in the city of El Segundo, site of stop number 3 on the Petros and Money Summer Tour, where great sports talk is well underway with prizes and live music going on right now. And if you can't make it out, you can always stream the show via the YouTube and Facebook. And we've got Dodger baseball back in action with the Cincinnati Reds in town for the weekend. And Tim Cates will get you warmed up with your Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck program live from the Rockin' Brews coming up at 6.
Thank you, Ronnie. You mentioned we got live music.
We got Ed Quinn in the house.
Ed, I think, is he going to join us now?
Are you allowed to because of the strike?
Can you come on with us, Ed?
Are you allowed to come on because you're striking?
Yeah, you can talk about the strike.
You want to talk about the strike?
Let's throw some freaking executives under the bus, man, like that guy got booed at the BC commencement address. That guy was made a fool.
You want to give us the scoop about the fake-ass truce? All right. Ed Quinn's around town. Vassey is going to join us with the latest Dodger trade news. And the guy from Cheap Trick.
Oh, Rick Nielsen.
Is going to join us. Yes.
Little crossfade action here.
The freaking Cheap Trick guy.
As the...
Oh, you want to crossfade the bandstand?
I think we're crossfading it.
Wow, you got a lot of balls doing that, man.
I know,
that takes
right?
a lot of current.
Dude, they're going to book me in Ibiza in a half second from that crossfade. We'll be back with Ed Quinn talking writers and actors strike.
There is freedom within. There is freedom.
Picante, pero ojalá y valga la pena y nos enchilemos.
Estoy aquí con Julio Urias. Julio, hoy lo que tenemos es 3 tacos que vamos a probar. I've heard that you love spicy food.
Sí, a ver, la verdad me gusta bastante picante, pero pues esperemos que valga la pena, obviamente, el picante.
Today we got Chef Christine that's going to bring us 3 different tacos for us to try and to taste test and see who can handle the hottest taco.
So the first one we have is a carne asada taco.
Sí pica, pero sí se puede aguantar más todavía.
The second taco is a carnitas.
No, sí está picante, pero sí le va muy bien con las carnitas, la verdad.
The last one, that's going to be the spiciest taco. It's our al pastor taco with Chef Merito al pastor marinade, and on top of that is a lava salsa.
Perfecto, vamos a ponerle limón. Está picante. Bueno, pues ya probamos los tacos y la verdad sí estuvo un poquito picante, pero yo pienso que para hacer esto más divertido o más extremo, por así decirlo, tenemos que probar la salsa, pero con una cucharada.
Si te atreves, entonces.
Yo me atrevo, no sé tú, pero tú empiezas.
Yo empiezo, ¿cuál? La más picosa.
La que tú quieras.
Ok, pues esta. Your turn now. Your turn.
Se acabó el tiempo.
Hey,
Nos vemos.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to James.
Hi, I'm James, and I just won $1,000.
James was listening to Rogan and Rodney. He heard the keyword to win, entered it on AM570LAsports.com.
I tried just about every hour.
And now he's got $1,000.
That is absolutely amazing.
Be like James.
Yeah, I listened from Dan Patrick all the way to Petros and Money.
Don't miss your shot to win $1,000 every hour on AM570LA Sports.
So if you're hurt in an accident, call Sweet James, 800-9-MILLION.
This is Sweet James. I'm on my way.
Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving.
Whoa, you ran all the way over here for me?
Of course. My team and I will take it from here. Call the attorneys at Sweet James, 800-9-MILLION.
It's It's the 10th annual PMS Summer Tour.
Coming to your backyard.
It will be all over the beautiful Southland.
And you can experience the whole thing live, on air, or watch it on YouTube.
It's the 10th annual PMS Summer Tour.
Coming to a town near you.
A question we're often asked is, if I already have a car title loan, can I refinance that loan? The answer is, yes, a qualified borrower may refinance. Whether you're currently a Loan Mart customer, or have a title loan with a different company, contact us to see if refinancing is an option for you. Why do some borrowers refinance? Borrowers may want to obtain a lower interest rate to save money. Or they may not like the loan company that they are currently working with. They may want an opportunity to catch up on payments. Or they may want to get access to additional cash. Whatever your reasons, contact us today, and we'll walk you through our simple, fast application process.
signed up for On Site.
Get over here. So get down here and join our hosts, Petros Papadakis and Matt Money Smith.
How about some music? Bring it, everybody. Welcome back. The one and only Petros and Money Show is on the air live from Rockin' Brews, El Segundo. The summer tour continues. This is stop number 4.
3.
Well, how many more?
2 more.
Oh, we only got 5
We only
this
got
year.
5. Remember, we got cucked by Khan. Khan cucked us.
NBA Khan.
It cucked us hard. Khan cucked us.
Chef Merito is in the house. We love Chef Merito, and they provide greatness in spices for the Petros and Money Show. AM 570 LA Sports, the Dodgers, and the city beyond. Dodger pitcher Ryan Pepio bites into Chef Merito's newest tasty chicken wings in honor of National Chicken Wing Day. Watch on Chef Merito's Instagram as the chef_Merito gets it going with Pepio. See which one Pepio likes the best.
Oh, Pepio.
Merito's spicy seasoned chicken wings, lemon pepper wings, smoky al pastor.
I like the al pastor.
We'll see which one
Me gusta al pastor.
Which one
Mucho.
Pepio's favorite is. He likes them raw because that's how hardcore he is.
He's raw dog, like all the Dodgers.
Speaking of hard, yeah, it's
Spitting out kids all over the
Raw
place.
Dog Olympics all last summer for the Dodgers. Joining us now
Oh, the best.
on the Mountain View Chevrolet Celebrity Headset, a local actor not working.
Because none of them are working.
None of them are working.
He should be working.
He's not working because of the strike.
El Presidente.
Now, Matt and I are in the same, we didn't used to be, but we're in the same union now with all the actors. What does it do for us? Not much at all. But we are in the union with the actors, but they say, no, idiot, hamster wheel, running AM sports talk guy.
You're not with us.
You don't get to hang out with Fran Drescher and hold hands with Margot Robbie on the picket lines.
But we do get her transcripts.
Yeah, you don't.
We appreciate that.
We don't get to eat square pizza with Bob Downey Jr. on the corner of the Sony lot in Culver City. We have to do our show, and we have to run our legs for Don Martin.
Hey, but who's laughing now, P? Huh? Who's laughing now? Who's getting a check right now?
We are.
These lowly radio guys. That's right, we're making money. That's right, we're making money.
These actors, these face and body types.
Look at this guy. You know how embarrassing this is sitting next to him? It's humiliating.
For him, because he doesn't have a job.
Hey, he might be good looking, but he ain't got no job.
And it's doubly humiliating for our friend Ed Quinn. And I'll tell you why. Because his school that he loves so much, and that I love too.
Oh, he spilled blood on that rugby field.
Is one of the teams that's asked out right now in the Pac-12 sweepstakes, the Cal Golden Bears. This guy was looking at Mick Cronin like, you son of a bitch. How could you do that to our conference? Joining us now is Ed Quinn from the Oval, a famous surfer and male model, one-time sexiest man alive.
I think 2 times.
Twice.
I think 2 times. Two times. Sexiest man alive.
At one time, he was considered the sexiest man alive.
How about that?
Now he's looking for a plumber's assistant position.
I was trying to become one of the bartenders. I hear they were short for a second.
That's
I
right.
ran here.
Come
I was
on.
like, oh, pay stub.
Jack Steffens is on his way to take your resume. The great Ed Quinn is with us. We love Ed. He's a great person.
They love him.
Many years ago, I was calling a Cal game, and he came into the booth and introduced himself to me. And I said, yeah, I know an actor.
You ever see One Day at a Time reboot?
Yeah.
I know Ed Quinn. He's always got his shirt off on that TV show.
You guys can't say that. You can't say that you know an actor.
Let alone the president.
Exactly right.
So, I mean, you guys are losing clothes left and right, though. I'm actually a little scared. You're losing shirts. You lost a hat.
Well, listen, Matt has been contoured by the sea.
Yes, yeah.
And any opportunity to get those freaking,
to
show NATO's arms.
Especially when my legs are covered.
You know what I'm
by
saying?
a table.
And the opportunity to unsheath those swords of justice that are connected to his shoulders.
That wetsuit is holding back just.
That's right.
Just by a thread. Just
just stretching the seams or something.
153 pounds. A real man right here. That's what this is.
And Isurus wetsuit. We got to get you in one. The only thing that's going to hold those seams together.
That's a plug. That's a plug. Isurus wet. See what happens when you're out of work, P? Isurus wetsuits. Let's plug it.
I can't afford to buy them.
Hey guys, I'm hungry. Would you buy me a Pokeball? By the way, I did give away my hat because the guy gave me like weird puppy dog eyes, and I did not want to give away the hat. I really didn't. But
what was the thing you grabbed off it? You gave him the hat, and then all of a sudden it was like your
pin.
wallet was in it.
The pin.
My pin.
Oh, your pin. Okay.
I have a pin with a guy face down on a couch, and it says, "I'm fine."
No.
And I wanted to keep that. So anyway, have you been out picketing? Have you done your due diligence? Tell us about the strike. Take it to the man.
There we go.
Kill Jimmy Hoffa. Bury him.
One day at a time. We were at Sony Eureka, a show I used to be on that was on the Sci-Fi Network. We got a big one coming up at Warner Brothers. No, Universal. Can't remember what show that was. I'm on so many shows.
They're all the devil.
But I will I will say this. Look, there's a lot of people who kind of eye roll at actors wanting money and all this kind of stuff, and nobody really understands the dynamics of it right now. Here's just a quick.
Give it to us.
Here's quick.
Give it to us.
There's about 100.
Evil Studios.
Here we go.
I'm kidding.
Here we go.
Studios.
Look. This is what we're really fighting for, like the rank and file journeyman actors. There are about 160,000 members of the Screen Actors
Give us
Guild.
an idea, like Ron Howard's brother,
the
ugly guy.
Okay, yeah,
like Clint Howard.
Is that what we're
I'm
talking
going to give you high
alive.
numbers. To make it in the Screen Actors Guild, to make health insurance, just to qualify for health insurance,
we do that.
You need to make $27,000 a year.
Okay.
I mean, your Vans collection is probably $27,000, right? I mean, like you're
probably
bag
like 45,000.
45,000,
maybe like 45,000.
Yeah, dude, bag of shells, donuts and hot dogs annually.
Right, exactly.
27,000.
Exactly.
Only 13% of the union.
I set it aflame yesterday.
Did you really?
No.
Oh,
so 13%.
13% of the union makes. Qualifies for health insurance.
That's it.
That's it. So most of these guys driving around and trying to get on this show and looking for a commercial, they're not making any money. And that's kind of the lifeblood of the union. It's the lifeblood of our business. These streamers.
So why aren't they making money? The studios are being greedy?
It's the
minimums?
It's the minimums, and it's these streamers came in. They were disruptors. They were just a website, man.
Sure.
It's just Netflix, bro. It's a .com. It's nothing. And they started airing all
I get
these
6-cent checks from Netflix Denmark. Hey,
Yes.
you were in that Nathan For You episode. Here's 6 cents. Thank you.
They don't have to pay anything. And so all of a sudden, and that is literally how most actors just survive. It's how they get their health insurance. It's how they pay their rent. They always have extra jobs. I'm in the Screen Actors Guild for 30 years. I've always been able to qualify for health insurance.
Big time.
It's such a blessing. It's gotten so. You used to be able to get 2 guest stars, and you could make enough money to qualify for your pension, your health insurance. You could do like a movie, and then the residuals would run.
So what are you doing now? Like you can work. You have money coming in.
He goes to strikes. He goes to
That's
strikes.
what I mean. Are you making any money? Or?
No.
So you can't work. You're not allowed to work?
Well, I released a song today. You guys didn't even plug it.
What?
Yes. Ed Quinn, everywhere you stream music. I did Under the Milky Way by Church.
Nice.
I'm hoping that
Wish I knew what you were looking for. Okay, so you released that today.
Little late for the flashback lunch, guy.
No, you know what?
Follow me on Facebook.com/Richard Blade.
Oh, old school K-Rock. I am.
So you're trying to make it as a musician.
I've been
like while you're out of work. That's what I mean. Like now you're really pouring yourself into it.
Like thank God I've been pouring myself into it. I'm doing a bunch of audiobooks. I'm doing a bunch of other stuff. But look, I am one of the very, very, very blessed actors. I'm on a hit series. We already shot season 6 of The Oval. So I'm in one of those positions where I love to come down here and be able. And I'm one of those ones that like it's going to be really hard. And I don't care when I go back to work because I was that actor who needed to get 2 guest stars or 1 little movie or a commercial just so that I could pay my rent and continue driving around like an idiot through pilot seasons and not get a pilot and at least be able, if I got sick, go to the doctor.
So who's getting screwed over? Like the principal from the Breakfast Club? Is that guy? I mean,
I think he's dead.
He's dead.
Yes.
But was he getting screwed over? Is he making enough?
No. Not anymore. Not if it's airing on Amazon or Netflix.
Or Hulu.
All the guest stars on
Paramount.
Friends. The Friends have points on the show. And so when they sell the show for a year.
They're making like $20 million a week.
Thank you. So, but all the people who are on the show who were used to getting this check so they could continue going on auditions and probably were tending bar.
Like George Clooney on Growing Pains.
Yes!
He was getting nothing.
Bro.
He was freaking out.
I heard he was eating cat food. George Clooney was down and out.
He was down and out. Then he gets out ER, and then next year he's Batman. So he
had to sit outside and sift through Natalie's trash, the fat chick.
But no, you want all these lunatics who are, and this is the thing, if we get the rank and file of the union paid, I think TV shows and movies will get better, because then all of a sudden you'll have this great, sort of like ecosystem of actors who can survive, and then the studios will have to pay more money. They'll have to sort of downgrade. There's going to be, I think, a contraction. There's going to be less jobs, but they could be better. But it needs to happen now. It's an inflection point. And otherwise, it's going to be pretty tough.
Superstar Hollywood actor, musician, person of note, and football enthusiast Ed Quinn.
Go Bears!
He's also an activist for the union. Ed, first and foremost, now that we're toward the end of the interview,
yes,
let's talk about what's really important.
Yeah.
The demise of Cal football.
Oof.
And
well, not yet. Whoa, wait, hold on a second.
Hey, look, I love Cal football.
He just said impending. Impending demise.
All right, look.
That means it's coming.
There's a shakeup happening. I really actually have no animosity.
I just want you guys to know that like 2 months ago, this guy would text me like, well, you think the Pac-12's dying? That's not what I heard.
Yes,
I was out golfing with the Cal's AD, and he told me, blah, 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 blah. It's just like, okay, man, you're good. You're right. The Pac-12 will thrive and go on to greatness without Los Angeles. It's two testicles down in the South.
Here's what I hope and believe is that the Bay Area is the number 4 television market. Any conference that says they're an academic conference, Cal and Stanford are the 2 crown jewels of college football.
True.
Ivy League's going to come scoop you guys.
Fine.
That'd be incredible.
But it should be the big.
Cal versus Cornell. Sign me
come on. You mean go to the Harvard game? Let's go.
Oh, just dunking on Brown.
Right.
Marshawn Lynch just coming out of retirement.
Let's go Quakers.
He's got a year of eligibility left.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know what's going to happen. I hope something happens. It's kind of sad to see the death of West Coast football, but the shakeup's happening, and I don't know. I think a few more people should.
I mean, you're a guy that gets a field pass to Cal games. You're kind of a big deal.
True.
That's the
truth. President.
So
the president.
What are you going to do, man? Like, what are you going to say? If you join the Mountain West, are you going to shun it and not go to the Fresno games? Are you too good for that?
I went to a Cal-Fresno game, but I drove all the way up there, and we lost. No,
he's already got a room booked at Harvey's for the Nevada-Cal game.
Oh, I watched Kaepernick run all over us.
That's right.
All these nightmare horror scenarios you guys are dropping, I've already lived.
Yeah, they've happened already.
They've already happened already. No, I grew up on that campus.
Who was the weird named running back at Nevada with
Kaepernick?
It's like
Tawa.
No. Remember, he had a really weird name.
It was Toa Tawa's brother, the older brother.
Toa Tawa?
Toa Tawa's the younger brother. And he
was running
like
Lippincott or something like that. It was
Luke Lippincott
I lost
was a quarterback.
$1,000 on this game. Stop talking about it.
Lippincott was a quarterback. Tawa, the brother, is the running back coach there now.
Gotcha.
Who was Kaepernick's runner.
Ugh. How you like that, Ed?
Yeah.
Like that?
What was it? The run and shoot? The pistol?
The pistol.
Pistol.
And now everybody's
offense.
in the pistol.
Everybody is.
So how about this? As we wrap up the interview, we got Sweet James next. Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick.
What?
Is going to join us at the top of the hour.
Are you serious?
He's not here. He's on the phone.
Oh, was it
Hall
God?
of Famers,
Oh, is that why the poster's out there?
Exactly. However,
that was a coincidence.
I think the ladies are very excited you're here. So I believe the band is ready to go right now, and I've been told that they want to dedicate this song to you, Ed. This is for you. So I think we got it potted up here, Bert. Can we?
Maiden?
We got it potted. I don't know. They just said, do us a favor and dedicate this song to Ed. It's for him.
You're a very popular guy.
So I have no idea what this is, but
enjoy the song from the PB&Js. A big thank you to Ed Quinn. Check out his music.
Thank you guys so much.
Support his acting and the money he makes.
That's right.
We'll be right back with Sweet James.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to James.
Hi, I'm James, and I just won $1,000.
James was listening to Rogan and Rodney. He heard the keyword to win, entered it on AM570LAsports.com.
I tried just about every hour.
And now he's got $1,000.
That is absolutely amazing.
Be like James.
Yeah, I listen from Dan Patrick all the way to Petros and Money.
Don't miss your shot to win $1,000 every hour on AM570 LA Sports.
So if you're hurt in an accident, call Sweet James, 800-9-MILLION.
This is Sweet James. I'm on my way.
Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving.
Whoa, you ran all the way over here for me?
Of course. My team and I will take it from here. Call the attorneys at Sweet James, 800-9-MILLION.
It's the 10th annual PMS Summer Tour. Coming to your backyard.
It will be all over the beautiful Southland.
And you can experience the whole thing live, on air, or watch it on YouTube. It's the 10th annual PMS Summer Tour. Coming to a town near you.
A question we're often asked is, if I already have a car title loan, can I refinance that loan? The answer is, yes, a qualified borrower may refinance. Whether you're currently a Loan Mart customer, or have a title loan with a different company, contact us to see if refinancing is an option for you. Why do some borrowers refinance? Borrowers may want to obtain a lower interest rate to save money. Or they may not like the loan company that they are currently working with. They may want an opportunity to catch up on payments. Or they may want to get access to additional cash. Whatever your reasons, contact us today, and we'll walk you through our simple, fast application process.
Our press conference, whenever it was, yesterday. If you listen to me when I was on Petros and Money, the best show in town, and every time we play USC, I say the same thing. They don't give up late.
We're gonna learn how to make shrimp Diablo tacos.
Grab the Chef Merito seasoning and sprinkle it over the top. Just got that deep flavor, cilantro, black pepper, lime, just makes the shrimp pop.
Is that good?
That's perfect.
We're gonna eat some tacos in a moment, and maybe Austin might put one in his back pocket, just like that World Series ball, and take it with you, remember?
Everything I've ever used from Chef Merito has just made everything at home so much easier.
Let's just dive into it, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that is really, really good.
Well, a huge thank you to Ed Quinn and to all of our sponsors. Look who's here, P. It's Spicy Lauren from Chef Merito. And we appreciate Chef Merito, a sponsor of the PMS 10th Annual Summer Tour. Remember, the spice is in the container, but the chef is in you. A huge thank you to Lone Mart, 800 Lone Mart or 800lonemart.com. MGM Resorts, we're giving away that 2-night stay in the very next commercial break. Hang on to your raffle tickets. Also, the Westinghouse 65-inch 4K Ultra HD TV. And, of course, the Barry's Tickets Golden Ticket. All of that will be given away between now and 6 p.m.
All right, but real quick, he is a sponsor, and we love to check in with him, even if he's out of the country, as we are that kind of international show. It's time for some justice.
Order in the court. Order in the court. It's time for Justice with Sweet James.
The one and only Sweet James Bergener, the dense beard of justice at 809 million. Nobody knows the law. And heavy cashish like Sweet James. And he's joining us from parts unknown, as I don't believe his private jet is allowed in El Segundo anymore.
No, it's not, unfortunately. He's got to go to Hawthorne.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's a tough living, man.
You fly over Chester, Washington.
Fly like he's got to drive 3 miles to get here.
What's cracking, Sweet James? How are you?
You know, I'm not that good right now because I am not there at Rock and Brews. That's one of my favorite things to do right now.
Why?
We're getting crazy,
Last
James.
time I was at Rock and Brews with you guys, I talked to Paul Stanley on the phone with you guys.
That's right. That's a true story.
And we got the guy from Cheap Trick coming on in the next segment.
I love those guys.
Rick Nielsen.
Rick Nielsen says F you, Sweet James. But anyway.
I've got a picture. I'll send that picture of me and Rick Nielsen. I'll send it over to you right now.
Look at that. I bet you're holding his rockin' vodka.
Don't worry. He's on the phone, too. All right, Sweet James. Let's say I have like a heart episode here at the Rockin' Brews. And let's say that one of the bartenders comes out with the defibrillators to bring me back.
Sure.
They
save your
it,
life.
And it burns both my nipples.
Off?
Yep.
Well, wait a minute.
Badly.
You're already down one.
I'm down a tip.
Well, you're down a tip.
I'm talking about a real burn. Like
just burn.
2 big chest paddle burns, festering burns, second, third degree on my chest. Now, they saved my life, but they burned my nips with the defibrillator.
Oh, my gosh.
Nip slip.
What do we do? Do we have a case?
That would be a lot worse for Matt with his rash guard because he's a surfing dude, right?
You're right.
Exactly right.
But they call him Chafe Nipples Smith down at CLB.
The law wants people to help. So there's Good Samaritan laws that would protect Rock and Brews and that wonderful bartender who saved your life, Petros.
Beautiful.
No case.
All right.
No case.
How about this, James? Petros just had the Sweet James Bergener T-shirt cannon. Now, it is
I'm so glad she's back in action.
It's great. He's actually got it in his hand right now. And a credit to the individual that brought it. The T-shirts, Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas.
Dallas, thank you. He did not rubber band the shirts. So once they get
launched.
no,
Dallas got a rubber band.
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute.
You want me to try it?
Once let's see it. Let's see what he's got. Whoa! Now that one went far. Now let's say, James, let's say that there's a guy right here in the front row that's super annoying and has been blocking our live stream the whole time. By the way, I'd like to point out that gentleman I insulted, he was only here for Cronin. And I knew it. And that's why I insulted him and called him elderly.
Come on out and see Mick Cronin.
It's like, hey, get out of here. We don't want your type, you old man. But let's say there's a guy that's dancing around going, blah, 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 blah. And Petros decides to just point it right at his face. And and he loses an eye.
Launches it.
Yeah.
How do you lose an eye from a T-shirt?
The tag. It's just perfect angle. The tag hits him.
It's the tag,
Now,
you know what? We're going to be responsible for that.
What are we going to do?
Me. We're going to,
I was going to say, are you responsible because the gun came from you?
Yeah. I provided it. I've encouraged you guys to fire that.
Oh,
Listen,
I am going to get Kinky Freeman, and we are going to sue the hell out of you.
Well, you're going to be involved too, though, Matt. You're going to be part of it too.
I am. Now I'm getting sued.
Here's one, Sweet James.
Yes.
All of us. Let's say I get annoyed with our promotions guy because nobody likes a marketing guy. Dave Weiss, and I fire
I
it
love Dave.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
let's just say I get mad at it.
All right.
And
okay,
I fire it into his face, and he gets hurt.
Yeah.
Does he sue iHeartMedia? Does he sue me? Or does he sue you?
Everybody. He's going to sue iHeartMedia, you
Sue
and me.
everybody.
All right.
Everybody. Yeah, it's going to be workers' comp. It's going to be a personal injury. It's going to be everything.
You keep.
Yes.
I like working the gun while I'm talking, and Dallas is here because it's
Yes,
like
I love that. That's what I want.
It's,
Yes, absolutely.
it's like
Hey,
I'm
by
in
the
a
way,
band.
Last time I had that thing, I hit your dad's table and spilled like spaghetti sauce all over his shirt.
I do remember
That was a good one.
Yeah, I offered to do his dry cleaning. He was like, no, it's no problem. But
Can I sue you for emotional distress? Now I'm spaghetti sauce on the shirt guy.
My father only wears
You know
clothes
what?
once. He throws them out right after, so don't worry about that. No, it's sweet when you shoot the gun and then you hand it over. It's like you're changing guitars in a rock show or something. Sweet
We
James,
love you, Sweet James.
You're the greatest. We love you. We're going to talk
Love
to
you,
the
boys.
Cheap Trick guy, Rick Nielsen,
Yeah.
in just a matter of
Rick, I love
moments.
me.
I want you to want me.
I want you
Yeah.
to want me.
That's right.
We're going to put on our new brown shoes and put on a brand new
Let's do
shirt
it.
and come home early from work.
Dream Police. Coming for your balls, Sweet James.
All right, there he is, Sweet James Bergener. Start up the band in the back.
That's
Preston,
right.
please.
Get the band going. I forgot about that. Sorry.
It's all good.
That was my bad. The band is ready to go. They'll play us out. And Rick Nielsen, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee. The 50th anniversary of Cheap Trick is coming next year. They will join us next to talk about rock. Yes.
And I will say this, Matt. It was kind of sad because your daughter's playing and your wife is here. And I have nobody representing me even though I'm from the South Bay. My dad didn't come. My wife would not come. But my cousin Anna and Mike Robles did come.
Anna!
Thank God that Anna came. The lawyer of the year.
That's right.
In Redondo Beach. She'll law you up hard. Not like Sweet James.
No. But, you know, she'll put your ass in jail.
Enjoy the PB&Js. We'll be right back with more Petros and Money. The guy from Cheap Trick and his fancy vodka. Next.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Big stage.
When you want to talk LA sports, it's always been us.
Oh, baby.
With Dan Patrick at 6 a.m., Colin Cowherd at 9, Fred Rogan and Rodney Peete at noon, and Petros and Money at 3.
Go to the iHeart Radio app.
Nobody covers Los Angeles like us. Listen anywhere you are by telling your smart device, play AM 570 LA Sports on the iHeart Radio app.
It's right here.
The home of the Dodgers.
What I have here for you today is an al pastor burger. It's a pork patty with the al pastor marinade from Chef Marito.
Ready? Yeah? All right.
We paired it with a grilled pineapple, cilantro aioli, spicy guacamole, which we used our fajita seasoning from Chef Marito, and on top of that you have crispy chicharron.
So at first I tasted the pineapple, and then I got a little bit of the heat from the spicy guacamole and the al pastor, and then the crunch of the chicharron, toasted bun. It's delicious.
You're taking it with you?
Yeah, this is mine now.
Well, in 2022, I had a great time going back to the Elks Club in San Pedro, where I'm a member, and it was newly renovated, and it was awesome until they put me in an Aquaman outfit and made me jump into the pool.
Easy. It wins in a rout. A root. Blind guy wins a TV at the slide bar, and it was incredible. And obviously, he's not driving. Nobody happened to drive him, so he was taking public transportation. So I'm standing out front of the slide bar talking to a bunch of people after the tour stop is over, and I get to watch him get onto a bus, obviously, you know, with the cane and the stick and all that, and the TV and everybody's reaction. That's number one. Number two, I think Golden Road, maybe. Golden Road, wildly underrated. Parking was an issue, but when we had the train, it was our first time at the Glendale, Los Feliz area, kind of Golden Road there, and every time the train went by, the entire place, and it was just a very cool, communal, fun.
We're
going to learn how to make shrimp Diablo tacos.
Grab the Chef Merito seasoning and sprinkle it over the top. Just got that deep flavor. Cilantro, black pepper, lime, just makes the shrimp pop.
Is that good?
That's perfect. We're going to eat some tacos in a moment, and maybe Austin might put one in his back pocket, just like that World Series ball, and take it with you, remember?
Everything I've ever used from Chef Merito has just made everything at home so much easier.
Let's just dive into it, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that is really, really good.
Buenos dias.
Where's my bourbon? Where's my bourbon?
It's baloney. It's baloney.
The torment of precaution is worse than the dangers it seeks to avoid.
Going it out big, Petros and Money, AM 570 LA Sports Live on location. We are at the Rockin' Brews in El Segundo, and we will be here until the back end of this hour, about 5:55 p.m. We'll hand it over to Tim Cates. Dodgers on deck at 6. First pitch against the Reds at Dodger Stadium from the Galpin Motors broadcast booth comes at 7 p.m. Still some prizes to give away. Our Westinghouse 65-inch Ultra HD TV. We just gave away the Barry's Tickets Golden Ticket and the 2-night stay at an MGM Resorts destination. In that last break, visit mgmresorts.com today to plan your dream Vegas getaway.
All right, Matt. Well, this is kind of special for us. We get to be part of a big promotion that is here.
That's the truth.
At the Rockin' Brews in El Segundo in a week. Next Sunday, 3 to 5 here at Rockin' Brews, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, superstar from Cheap Trick, Rick Nielsen, is going to do a bottle signing.
How about that?
Of his vodka. The vodka, Rockin' Vodka. And we have the California Man cocktail.
It's very good.
Matt and I have this.
Highly recommend it.
It's very rock and roll-like and manly, and there are samples being passed out amongst the people right now. And so get yourself one. But okay, dude, you'll get one. Relax. God, the entitlement. The entitlement. Anyway, joining us on the Mountain View Chevrolet Celebrity Hotline, one of the greatest rock and roll stars of all time, Rick Nielsen of Cheap Trick.
Hello,
Rick. Good morning. Good morning. I'm in Cleveland.
You're in Cleveland.
Hey, let's go Guardians.
Cleveland rocks.
Yeah, it's a great place for rock and roll. A Hall of Fame right there.
Yeah. I've been here before.
Copy that.
It turns out inducted, as a matter of fact. That had to be, is that a crowning achievement, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or is it an epic show where you got, 30,000 people freaking out when they watch you jump around on stage?
Yeah, it's now when I go to the grocery store, the people don't think I really have a job.
Well, you kind of do. I mean, you do and you don't. Kind of. Your job is to entertain people. You've done it. Next year is going to be year 50, Rick. How does that how does that sit with you? 50 years of people getting excited to see Cheap Trick play rock and roll.
Well, it's all for the audience. It's not for us so much, but it's pretty amazing that we still have an audience, and we keep getting new audience, and it's going to be a great thing. And I'm happy to be involved with Gene and Paul at Rockin' Brews, too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see these great rock bands like Kiss and Cheap Trick coming together. A bottle signing here next Sunday. 1 in every 25 people that comes in will get a free signed bottle of rockin' vodka. What is it about vodka and you? Why not a gin? Rick, what was it about this
cold
brand?
Gin.
Yeah.
Well, I went to, a number of years ago, I went to a place with Roger Taylor from Queen. It was a vodka-only place called, I don't know what it was called.
Whatever.
Something in London. In London, it was like, and that's the last I remember of it, so it was so much fun. And I like when people have jobs, and you guys sound like you've had quite a bit of vodka.
We have.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We've been drinking.
Well, it's being served and passed out around here. So
it's got the rosemary. It's got the guitar pick. It's got everything.
You went to a vodka bar with the guy from Queen, and that was it? That's how you decided to do this?
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like that's a pretty simple answer.
Well, it was a place called Nikita's in London, and it's like it was a great place. It was it was all iced down, and we were on tour and hanging out with them. And this is a non-GMO sugarcane vodka, which is really rare.
Rick, if we can, would love to ask you about that rock and roll path that you took to the Hall of Fame, to 50 years of people still wanting to see you, because it wasn't easy. Your path is an interesting one. You signed to Epic. It's a big-time label. You deliver hit songs, but for whatever reason, they can't make it happen. You got to go across the pond to Japan, and they break your song, I Want You to Want Me, and then somehow it all comes full circle and you become a giant rock star in the States. Give us an idea of kind of how you ended up becoming the big Rock and Roll Hall of Famers that Cheap Trick ultimately did.
We just wanted to play as many times. We didn't want to be doing cover songs, although we do them. But and we thought the Japanese people were the smartest people on earth, because
they are.
Except for our immediate fans, that we went from playing about 30 people in Keokuk, Iowa, to Tokyo and playing for 8,000 or 12,000 for 2 shows. It's like, these are the smartest people on earth.
And it came back to the States full circle, and somehow the live version ends up breaking you guys.
Yeah, it was that's the way we were. We were kind of a loud, obnoxious rock band, and it came across on the live record.
How much of the
that's not the way to break a band usually,
right?
We were kind of a fluke anyhow.
How about the it's in for me, Rick, my older brother had the Dream Police record, and I remember being just a young, impressionable kid, and there was something about the way it looked. It's just the white background. You had the checkerboard, the flipped-up hat. How much of the sort of image of Cheap Trick were you involved in? Because certainly it's usually the front man that kind of stands out, but you were the image of Cheap Trick, the checkerboard, the flipped-up hat. how much of that was sort of, hey, we have to separate ourselves by the way we look, by the way our album looks to really stand out amongst all these, great bands that are putting out great music?
Well, I was a songwriter more than a guitar player, and I still am. It's like the song is king when we're up there. And Robin has a great voice. I always wanted to have somebody that could actually sing, not shout and stuff. And he can sing. He can be a nice guy on one song and a mean whatever on the next. And he's a real singer. He actually took voice lessons when he was a kid. He was in choirs and stuff like that. He's still full of what, but that's what musically that's what I want. My parents were opera singers, and I had no intention of going into opera, so I didn't like that music, but I knew music.
Nothing like coming home to Deflator Mouse, when you got your parents' opera singers just belting it out, walking in the house. Now, Rick,
my dad's doing the Messiah, and then I wanted to do the Ballad of TV Violence.
Yes. I'm looking at this bottle. It's a beautiful bottle, and it's got the checkerboard, the theme on the back. We are sponsored by Vans as a radio show.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us, where did the checkerboard thing come from? And it's really, it's synonymous with you and the music. It's really a cool thing. How did that come about?
Well, when I was a kid, on Sundays, the TV would go off about 9 or 10 o'clock at night. There was only 3 stations. And I was watching that because I call it bug races. I watched that thing. I kept thinking maybe like somebody was going to come out of the TV. I wasn't that stupid, but I liked it. And it was a black and white, just black and white. There wasn't. I watched TV before there was even color TV, and I just liked it. It was the yin and the yang. Have you seen my teeth?
Oh yeah,
yeah, they're beautiful.
Beautiful. I have checkerboard teeth.
Yeah,
it's rock and roll.
Exactly. This one's gone. This one's there. This one's gone.
Yeah, I didn't want to have all white or all gold grill. That wasn't me. So I had the dentist, make those checkerboard teeth. They don't have them in front, but who cares? It doesn't matter. I can do whatever I want.
But we are we're very excited to see you out here in a couple weeks. Again, it is a signing of Rockin' Vodka. We got the 50th anniversary of Cheap Trick next year. They are Rock and Roll Hall of Famers. Try the drinks. We just sucked one down during the interview alone. Rick, enjoy
you have a drink,
Cleveland.
And then you play the 5-neck guitar. Suddenly, you're a proficient.
Figure that one out, by the way. How much does that thing weigh, Rick, the 5-neck guitar? Like, what is that?
Well, I used to be 2 inches taller. It's weighed me down.
It's compressed your spine.
And I was 2 inches taller every place. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
And so, yeah, I wanted to have 6 necks, but that was too ridiculous.
Oh, completely ridiculous.
I knocked it down to 5. Yeah. If you're going to be ridiculous, be ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We love you.
The great Rick Nielsen, a week from Sunday, he'll be here. Come and get one of these bottles signed and come meet one of the greatest rock stars of our time. Thank you, Rick. Have a wonderful day in Cleveland.
Yeah, baby.
It's no Rockford, Illinois, but it'll do.
Rotation Station, indoor skate park in Rockford, Illinois.
He's got a Chicago-style pizza place there, Matt.
Does he really?
He does. You could have asked him about Chicago-style pizza.
You know what? We'll talk about the rock and roll and the Rockin' Vodka. This stuff is really good, by the way.
It is fabulous.
It's a really good drink.
Great vodka.
High-end drink.
In the very next segment, we will be joined by David Vassey.
Huge trade today.
Have got to talk. Wait a minute. Don't be that way. He's got Dodger information, and he's at Dodger Stadium. We don't know anybody else there that we pay to come on the air and tell us about what's going on out there. And if we did, it would be a person not as coherent or as informed as Dave.
He is the most informed.
Yes. So next time we make an announcement about what's coming up next, is that what you guys do when you're listening in the car? David Vassey coming up next. No! No! Is that, that's not cool.
That's not cool.
That's not cool.
Even Mitch knows.
It's not good form. We've had a great show so far. And we've remained relatively sober. Matt's drinking light beers.
I am.
He just now had
only light beers.
This vodka drink, which is very refreshing. This isn't, Charles Bukowski's not drinking this.
I had a whiskey drink. I had a vodka drink.
Yeah, everything's going fine.
That's right.
We had Ed Quinn on. It was.
I don't like the fact he's been talking to my wife for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe 20. Not okay.
I noticed that.
I know my limitations. I recognize that I am not 6'5" and the former sexiest man alive 2 years in a row.
I tell you what, though, Matt.
Not okay.
One thing Ed Quinn doesn't have that you have is those 2 Neptune swords coming out of your tank top. Freaking arms. Yeah, look at those arms. Look at them. Look at them. Oh, and I want to give a big shout out to St. Bernard's. Is that Al and Tina?
St. Bernard's.
Your wife, yeah. St. Bernard's Vikings.
My wife!
He was wondering why.
My wife!
You know, I usually don't feel like people from the other side of the airport stick their nose down here in the South Bay.
But
I'm just saying, if you're Westchester, if you're a Comet or a St. Bernard's Viking or some kind of Loyola Marymount weirdo.
Let's go Lions.
Anybody want to do cocaine off a CD case at the Furama Hotel with me? Listen. You guys, I just didn't expect a lot of you guys
freaked out.
to hop over the airport. But it's great. I didn't know. You know, I thought it was just going to be a South Bay type of deal. But I'm very happy that people came from the surrounding area around the airport, Matt. Now, are there any divorcees from Playa?
Oh, of course. Freaking get divorced and move to Marina.
Here's your Friday night. You divorced, you live in Playa del Rey. You go to Tony B's. You meet a 45-year-old flight attendant from Grand Rapids.
That's clean living.
You have?
That is clean living.
Because she doesn't leave.
You got 12 hours.
She's not leaving till Saturday night. So you got tonight.
That's right.
And all day
you got all day tomorrow?
To explore the Midwest.
See, here's the thing. I like to slum it with the Sky West flight attendants.
Oh, God.
I don't need the United or the American. Give me the Sky West ladies.
Well, I'll see you at the Cheesecake Factory.
I'm not going to work hard for this.
Marina Del Rey Cheesecake Factory is where you want to find.
That's right. We're going to Peerview, lady.
Your Spirit Airlines ladies. Anybody divorced from Marina Del Rey that's going to have sex with a flight attendant tonight? Anybody? Even if...
Oh, yeah, we got one.
Where?
There we go. Nah, Julie Reisman, you're not divorced. How dare you?
Anybody from the Marina? Anybody? All right, no.
It's just ladies. It's a different time.
Insurance?
It's a different time.
Yeah, all right.
We will have David Vassey when we return. We will be here until 6 o'clock. Tim Cates. I believe this is an original.
We got a song coming up?
We got an original song inspired by the Rick Nielsen interview that will be played right now.
Is it called Rick Nielsen Just Joined My Dad's Show? Yeah.
I believe it is called Minimum Wage.
Why, well, it's a favorite of mine. I know this song.
You know
this
this song.
Yeah. All right, enjoy the song for the PB&Js. Let it play a little. It's an original. She's not going to sue us. Here we go. And we'll be right back with David Vassey.
Running 12 minutes late just to meet up with you, so why am I rushing vacation? I've done this too many times before. Setting timestamps has always felt like a chore, and I just need a calendar to burn up with my reservations. So why can't I tell myself to run till I can't anymore? And it's all fine, but I'm just hoping life is worth so much more than working 8 hours a day for minimum wage, checking prices at gas stations for cheap lemonade, right down to the coast, live life to the most. My boss won't let me show up to work without wearing cash. 8 hours a day for minimum wage, so why am I
Ronnie was there. He would say, I in particular enjoy this El Segundo location and the rock and roll that's played by this public beach, Doc Weiler. And there's a Costco down the road.
All right, my man. I want you to come out, see the guys. We gotta really impress everybody. So the more people, the more likely it is that I'll get invited back to this little slice of heaven. It is Mayberry here in El Segundo. Never heard of it before, but my God, I saw kids playing catch in the park. Never seen anything like it. Come on out so we get invited back. My man, this place is incredible.
So if you're hurt in an accident, call Sweet James, 800-9-million.
This is Sweet James.
I'm on my way.
just keep
Whoa, you ran all the way over here for me?
Of course. My team and I will take it from here. Call the attorneys at Sweet James, 800-9-million.
A question we're often asked is, if I already have a car title loan, can I refinance that loan? The answer is, yes, a qualified borrower may refinance. Whether you're currently a Loan Mart customer, or have a title loan with a different company, contact us to see if refinancing is an option for you. Why do some borrowers refinance? Borrowers may want to obtain a lower interest rate to save money. Or they may not like the loan company that they are currently working with. They may want an opportunity to catch up on payments. Or they may want to get access to additional cash. Whatever your reasons, contact us today, and we'll walk you through our simple, fast application process.
Hey Dodger fans, this is Freddie Freeman, and we're doing Nice Tweets. At long last Roya, Freddie Freeman gotta be so fun to party with, LMAO. All his walk-up songs make me want to get up and dance, LMFAO. Well, the thing is, it's not really me. You would want to party with my 6-year-old son then. Charlie picks my walkout songs every single year, so he loves Bad Bunny and reggaeton music. For the next 4 years, you get to listen to those kind of songs, because that's what Charlie's going to be picking most likely. At Bueller's Day Off, Grand 300 comeback yeesh. I heard he likes to tweet during our games, and this is right on point of Walker Bueller. Thank you, Walker. Hurry up and come back. I really thought this was Tony, but at Gonsolin RBW, there's not a single player I love more than Freddie Freeman. I will defend Freddie Freeman forever. I was put on this earth to watch Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman is my world. He is what gives me joy. My job is just a side hustle. My main occupation is watching Freddie Freeman. There's a lot of things in here that my wife might want to fight you about. Especially the Freddie Freeman is my world one. I really do appreciate these wonderful sentences. You put a lot in there, so thank you very much. At Jaslyn626, Freddie and his wife are literally Barbie and Ken. I love them so much. Looks like crying emoji. Yes, my wife is beautiful, thank you. I'm not gonna comment on myself because I know everyone's looking at my wife, but it's a good thing. From the Dodgers, it says, don't be shy, Freddie. And then at Sunny _ I'm gonna go with Skies, SKI3S. I think he's probably the first out in hide and seek.
Petros and Ronnie.
I've listened to you for 10 years. Loving your show.
Welcome back to the Petros and Money Summer Tour.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here.
Now, here's your hosts, Petros Papadakis and Matt Money Smith.
Thank you, everybody. The Petros and Money Show. Happy to be with you on AM 570 LA Sports. Dodgers, Reds, coming up in about a half hour. We still have the mayor of El Segundo.
Oh, Pimentel. Mayor Pro Tem. Pimentel.
We're trying to get to the mayor. We talked to Rick Nielsen. We talked to Ed Quinn. We had a great time with Mick Cronin.
Freaking Ed Quinn.
Sweet James.
That guy think he is.
He let her alone.
Talking to my wife for 20 minutes, that good-looking man.
You can podcast the show.
Freaking Ed.
Listen to Matt's jealousy on the iHeart Radio app.
If only I were 6'3", 220 pounds of chiseled manly goodness.
Hey, you know what? You got something going that he doesn't.
What's that?
You're gainfully employed.
That's true.
Freaking loser,
That's
Quinn.
That's a true story.
You loser.
You deadbeat hobo.
Meet you in the unemployment line. Hey, I got a song line for you, Ed Quinn. Get a job. You know who's got a job? David Vassey. That's
the home of the Dodgers.
With an inside look at the Dodgers, this is the Vassey Report with David Vassey.
He's a real American, man.
Oh, big day today.
Big trade.
Big day today. The Dodgers active on the trade market. The third deal, the fourth player, and an old friend. Second old friend coming back to the Dodgers.
David Vassey knows Joe Kelly well. Had a good time when the Sox came to visit. He's on Spectrum Sportsnet, MLB Net, but he's our guy on AM 570, at @TheReal_DV on Twitter. On the Mountain View Chevrolet Celebrity Hotline, it's David Vassey. What's cracking, Dave?
Hey, everything's great out here. Ellie De La Cruz taking selfies, kissing babies out here as the Reds take batting practice before the first game of a big 3-game series between the Reds and Dodgers.
Tell us about the trade, Dave.
Well, Lance Lynn and Joe Kelly have not really performed at their best. Lance Lynn has given up 17 runs in his last 3 starts.
Well, that's a problem.
But the Dodgers are confident that they can get him back on track. And when I asked Dave Roberts about that, he made it sound like Lance Lynn leaving the White Sox and coming to a contender may grab his attention and focus more than what the White Sox had going on. And I told you guys this, when the White Sox came to town, they made it be known to a lot of people that they were not that happy with the team and not with each other. So it doesn't sound like things were that great on the south side of Chicago. So maybe a change of scenery for Lance Lynn and Joe Kelly will make a difference in their season.
Is it, Dave, look, this is kind of the theme, right? Thus far, Kike struggling in Boston, comes back to L.A. You had Rosario struggling in Cleveland, comes to L.A. They think they can fix him. Same thing with Lynn and Kelly. What is it? Do the Dodgers have that kind of magic dust? Like, what is it that they're seeing, and what is it about the Dodgers that you think can help turn around what have been really 4, sort of below what we're used to seeing from these players' seasons?
Right, yeah. In the case of Kike and Ahmed Rosario, they're here specifically to face left-handed pitching. The Dodgers had really good left-handed hitters, but not really a lot, especially in center field from the right side. So like what you're seeing tonight, Kike Hernandez in the starting lineup tonight against the lefty Williamson from the Reds, he's starting in center field. That was a spot that was supposed to be occupied by Trace Thompson. Even when he was healthy, he wasn't very good. And then when he got hurt, the Dodgers were looking for another guy. They passed on Aaron Hicks, who has flourished against lefties in Baltimore. And they signed Jake Marisnick, who blew out his hamstring stretching in the clubhouse in Baltimore. So, yeah. So that's why Kike Hernandez is here. They're hoping that he can be better than what he was in Boston, not having to have all that attention. Rosario hit 300 against lefties in Cleveland. But in the case of Lance Lynn, obviously they see something there because he does miss a lot of bats. He does get strikeouts, and that plays in the postseason.
David Vassey is our guest. We're live at Rockin' Brews, having the time of our lives. Even these guys. Yeah, don't turn your back to me when I'm talking to Vassey. All right, what's the latest with the Arenado thing, Dave? Because the LA Times picked up your poots, and they were writing about it today.
Oh, they grabbed that poots and pulled.
Grabbed it hard.
They grabbed it and pulled.
The talks are still going. They're still going. The line of communication is still happening. The Cardinals want the Dodgers' best young pitchers, and I'm not sure the Dodgers want to give away what the Cardinals are asking for, but from what I understand, Jack Flaherty's name has been included in a possible package to bring Nolan Arenado to the Dodgers. There is a possibility, you never know, that the Angels may sniff around now that they know the Cardinals are listening to offers. So we'll see whether or not that means anything in this entire equation.
Dave, is it pretty much, in your opinion, Arenado or nothing? Or are there, because, we've heard about Scherzer, and you mentioned the pitcher from the Pirates that's under team control for a little while. Do you think this is kind of narrowed down to Nolan Arenado?
Well, I feel like Arenado's in play, but so is Max Scherzer, Matt. The Dodgers still have 3 or 4 days. Next Tuesday is the trade deadline to make a decision because these conversations are going on at the same time. But Scherzer certainly is still in play. I talked about that when the Dodgers were in Citi Field. I talked to players that were on the team in 2021 when he was part of the ball club and didn't pitch in the NLCS. They all told me they would welcome him back in. Dave Roberts told me that he would welcome him back in. I have found out that he would waive his no-trade clause to come back to the Dodgers, so that's certainly still in play.
All right, Dave, last thing. How did the Kershaw event go last night? It seemed like it went better than they usually go. What?
Yeah, it was. I would say it was better. Still placed in the corner. Don't put baby in the corner, but we were. And Michael Grove and I crashed the blue carpet. I got Michael Grove to grab the microphone.
I saw that.
He crashed
cool.
Kershaw's media thing. So that was my security blanket, and that was a little bit of Kershaw you heard last night.
That was it?
That was it.
Hey, at least you got a little something,
What an a-hole.
Whatever. And how about Mookie and Freddie winning the thing? We thought Mookie was going to be bowling in Baco. Instead, he won the damn tournament.
Him and Freddie beat out Kershaw and Barnes. Kershaw was a little salty when he made the announcement and asked them, do y'all want to say something or what? That's all he said.
Wow, that is pathetic.
We love it.
All right, Dave. Well, have a great night tonight with Ellie De La Cruz. We will enjoy the game and enjoy your commentary before and after. Have a great one, Dave.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll return with the mayor. We'll say goodbye with the mayor of El Segundo before the PB&Js take over and Tim Cates battles their audio with Dodger Talk.
It's going to be a hell of a battle.
Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck.
It's the summer. Dodgers baseball is on the air and on your phone. Stream all the games on the iHeart Radio app and get all our exclusive Dodger podcasts as well. Just listen to AM 570 LA Sports every game all season long.
haiku fans are feeling you. Number one, thank you for watching the haikus on YouTube and Facebook. You want the haiku? You want some rock and roll? You got it. Coming up next. Yeah.
From a secret off-site location, possibly in the Far East, possibly in Whittier, this is Vic the Brick Jacobs on the Petros and Money Summer Tour.
Ooh yeah! Rock and roll haiku for you. Are you ready to rock? This is homage to one of the great rock bands of all time and space. They emanated, born in Brooklyn, New York. They saw all the bands. They saw the Stones. They saw the Beatles. They saw the Who. And they said, we gotta fill a void. We gotta put some paint on, and we gotta do some pyrotechnics and just rock like it's our last show every night on stage. I'm talking Kiss. I wanna rock and roll all night and take it to the streets. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Yeah, 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 yeah. Kiss. I'm feeling you.
This is really good. I'm good. I gotta go.
The best way for me to do fish on the grill is to just make sure that your grill is nice and oiled down and clean. You also want to have medium heat. Just put your skewers down. So from here, I always like to use the Chef Marito seasonings. Flavors that Chef Marito seasoning gives just pop. You know, I'll have you plate this one.
Oh, all right, let's give this a try.
Oh, not over seasoned, not under seasoned. You taste the fish, you taste the freshness. Oh. It's light. I gotta have more. I'm gonna get in here too.
Baseball is on the air and on your phone. Stream all the games on the iHeart Radio app and get all our exclusive Dodger podcasts as well. Just listen to AM 570 LA Sports every game, all season long. Off-site location, possibly in the Far East, possibly in Whittier. This is Vic the Brick Jacobs on the Petros and Money Summer Tour.
Ooh yeah! Rock and roll haiku for you. Are you ready to rock? This is homage to one of the great rock bands of all time. They emanated, born in Brooklyn, New York. They saw all the bands. Stones, they saw the Beatles, they saw the Who, and they said, we gotta fill a void. We gotta put some paint on, and we
The best way for me to do fish on the grill is to just make sure that the grill is nice and oiled down and clean. You also want to have medium heat. Just put your skewers down. So from here, I always like to use the Segundo flavors that Segundo seasons. And I'll have you take this one. Let's give this a try. Not on the season.
Papadakis and Matt Money Smith.
I think the mayor left.
Did the mayor leave? We love Pimentel. He should have hung out for 3.5 hours.
I couldn't stand the way that guy was saying my name.
Pimentel.
The mayor's gone, but we're still here. Mercifully coming to an end, the one and only Petros and Money Show. A big thank you to Rockin' Brews El Segundo, the original location.
The best of the best.
And the best location. What a great time. And a big thank you to our promotion staff, the people at iHeart who do the YouTube stream, Ricky and Wacko.
And they didn't spill beer on it this time, and it did not short out. Congratulations, guys. That's a big win by you.
Miles and DJ Drew and everybody else. Dave Weiss, our promotions director, doing a great job. Don Martin, my man, it took me 3 hours to drive home.
Listen, I got to hit the road. It's going to take me a couple hours to get home, but I got my nice pressed white T-shirt on.
Engineering-wise, look at these shoes. They match.
That's right. White shoes, white shirt.
Black hat, Cadillac. Bert Weiner, our engineer.
How about a round of applause? Bert did not take a nap during the broadcast. That is a first.
His wife shaved his head like Bruno Willis.
You know why? Because he ate a salad. He didn't go with the steak, baked potato combo. Good. He ate a salad, and he was able to stay awake.
A beautiful woman came over and took a picture with Bert. She's like, can I take a picture with Bert? And I was like, if you want, walk on over.
Just wake him up.
But, and also, engineering-wise, Ronnie Facio back.
Oh, thank you, Ronnie.
Who never, you know, Moses made a mistake, right? He did something to piss off God, and he never was able to cross the River Jordan into the land of milk and honey with the rest of the Jews. And that is what's happened to Ronnie. We do all these remotes, and never once. Now, you got to talk to the guy from Cheap Trick on the phone.
He did. He covets, though. He violates the 10th commandment. Ronnie covets. He covets a seat at the table.
It was a great song of the day. I'm just saying.
It was.
At Ronnie Facio. Ronnie doing a great job holding everything together all the way back in beautiful Burbank. Dodgers on Deck is next with Tim Cates. But, Matt, the band was fabulous today, and they were absolutely
great. Big thank you to PB&J. And they're going to stick around, so if those of you that are here want to hang out for Tim Cates doing Dodgers on Deck, they will be playing, I think we'll have dueling, the PA underneath the roof with the beautiful Skinnerd American flag, Pink Floyd, the wall flag will be Tim Cates. The PA on the exterior patio portion of Rockin' Brews will be PB&J for the next hour. So they will fight. It will be like a Wonder Twin Powers activate. We'll see whether or not combined they can make something great like an ice bridge and a bucket of, bananas or something.
Crossover hits. All right, so that is happening as we leave. The announcement for the very next Petros and Money Summer Tour can't be made now.
It can't be?
Well, no, it can because it's not like 12.
Well, yeah, because if we don't make it now, Vic will steal it like he did this one.
There's been some collapses in communication. It's a little bit like the Civil War. It's hard to communicate with an army like all the way over in another state with just telegraph wires.
I feel terrible about the mayor. I really do.
Look, politics are about resilience. If you can't hang on till the end of the show.
We filibustered. We squished you out, man.
Friday, August 11th. Tarantula Hill Brewery in Thousand Oaks.
This is the fourth stop of the Petros and Money Summer Tour. We're coming to the Valley, the 805.
Well, it's Ventura County. They would not want to be called the Valley.
Whatever.
I really don't think that's a theme we should go in there with.
The Valley?
I think they'll kill us if we call them the Valley. My wife's from even closer to the Valley in Ventura County.
Right.
Simi Valley. And when you say she's from the Valley, she wants to cut you.
But it's in the name, Simi Valley.
Yeah, but it's not that valley. It's its own valley.
So they want to be separated from the Valley.
Well, they're Ventura County. They're Ventura County.
805. They want to be...
It becomes the 805 when you call them the Valley.
Let me ask you a question.
Am I wrong?
Are they
No.
closer to the Valley or are they closer to Ventura?
Well, Thousand Oaks is closer to Ventura.
They're closer to Ventura than the Valley?
Just between Newberry Park, Camarillo, and then Ventura's right there. I mean, Matt.
It's close.
You could make it. You could try, but
it's close.
Just telling you they don't like
I was Valley trash for 3 years. I don't know why they think they're so much better.
They do. And if you make that.
Oh, they're fools.
Honestly, I don't think that should be our platform going in there. But our guest in Thousand Oaks, Jeannie Buss.
How about that? We're like 5 minutes from her house as we sit here right now.
Everybody's like, damn, why did I come to this one? Jeannie Buss and Don McClain.
How about that?
Yeah, Don McClain.
It's a heck of a show in the 805.
Yes, the 805. So we're looking forward to that. And thank you, Matt.
I mean, it's 115 out there. Get over yourselves. You're the freaking Valley.
106.
And geez. Sports West Construction, Don McClain's favorite. SoCal's local sport court builder. You can sign up at their table right now in the back or at am570lasports.com/yourcourt for a chance to win a $5,000 gift certificate from Sports West Construction and build your dream backyard featuring the sports court you design.
Don McClain will also be there.
Yes, he will.
And
Jeannie Buss.
They will accept Conejo Valley. They will accept Conejo Valley as the valley of record for the 805. Sir?
I'm not going down that hill yet. I still got to go down that hill. If I'm in the 805, I got to go down that hill in Camarillo to work my way into Ventura. They are still cooking. That is still a freaking cooker of a spot. I think they're better than me.
You know what? I think we should take this on tour. Let's take this to the 805.
Absolutely.
We can get Matt to tell them that they're in the valley.
Sorry.
It's time now. Just like everybody knows, Gardena, Inland Empire.
Exactly right.
All right.
Exactly right.
It's time for the City of Hope Dodger pregame. City of Hope, a top-ranked cancer hospital that combines leading-edge clinical research with precision cancer treatment. Learn more at cityofhope.org. Dodgers versus Reds. Dodgers, well, they dropped 2 of 3 to the Canadians.
They did. After winning every series on their 9-game road trip, they lost their first series of the homestand. Reds 8 games over 500. They're playing great. A game and a half behind the Brewers in the NL Central. Currently the number 3 wild card team in the National League. And we got Bobby Miller, Bobby Ice, back on the mound piece, 6-1 with a 4.28 ERA. Able to right that ship his last start out. But who's he facing? 25-year-old left-hander Brandon Williamson. 2-2 with a 4.60 ERA. The Dodgers have dropped 2 of their last 3. See if they can get this series off on a right foot.
Tim Cates will be live here doing Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck. The PB&Js are going to play for at least an hour in El Segundo. We are nowhere near any valley, but there is an oil refinery right across the street.
Oh, that thing is beautiful. El Segundo, Standard Oil number 2.
Remember, if you don't have a hotel tonight, you can always sleep at Dockweiler on the beach. All right.
That's right.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming, and God bless you all. We will be back on Monday at 3 o'clock. Enjoy the rest of the entertainment here in El Segundo.
You're clear. Thank you, guys. When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.